All right, guys, I'm here. Good morning. It's a beautiful day. It is a Tuesday, and oil is down today. It is under $90 a barrel. Let's take a look here. Oil is down. I'm looking at the dollar index. The dollar index has dropped all the way down to 99 and recently jumped down pretty quickly here. So crude is softer because Israel and Iran seemingly are holding on to their pause of attacks here. There's still been reports of strikes in Lebanon and other stuff, but markets are kind of unreactive to that. Oil is down. Look at the dollar index fall. Oil is down to $89.23 for WTI crude. The S&P 500 and the Nasdaq are green on the day. Look at the Nasdaq here. It's up to 29,700. That 30,000 level is getting pretty close. And tomorrow we have CPI inflation data. Thursday we have PPI inflation data. So we got a lot of stuff going on this week. There's the Nasdaq. There's the S&P 500. We're at 74.49. Gold is slightly green on the day. Although gold has been crashing down here. If you look at a 20-day chart for gold, percentage-wise has been dumping. Crypto is still down. So Bitcoin is still down. And it's one of the things that's kind of trending away from the market here, if we're being honest. Bitcoin is... Here, let me put this up so you guys can actually see it. But here's Bitcoin right here, guys. Bitcoin is down to 62,500. Really, it's close to the lows of today. Let me make sure we have this right. Yeah, Bitcoin pretty close to the lows of the day here. 62,500 for Bitcoin, so it's still struggling. But yeah, the big news that we got is that they've paused strikes for a certain extent. But again, we've heard multiple times that we would get a deal done. And so we'll see what this one actually follows through. A big level for WTI crude is 88s, I think. 88s. We are in the midst of the Apple conference as well, WWDC. Yesterday, the keynote if we look at Apple here, the keynote kind of disappointed. You can see Apple dip yesterday all the way down to $300 a share. New iOS features focus on incremental productivity tools, not the AI step change traders wanted. So traders wanted them to get more involved in AI, and it just kind of disappointed people. Stock barely budged after the event. But you can see Apple had a pretty bearish day yesterday as well, despite everything else being mostly green. From WWDC here, you can see the fall into the close yesterday on Apple. Nvidia is sitting at about 209s. It's green on the day a little bit. It's up from 208s. But some of the sectors that are rebounding, memory back up. Look at MU. MU is almost at $1,000 a share again. SanDisk is back to over $1,700 a share this morning. So memory plays are rebounding back up. And we can look at Broadcom here as well. You can see Broadcom's even rebounding back up some also. CEO defended Thursday's drop, said AI infrastructure demand is almost insatiable. Says less focus on acquisitions now because AI offers strong organic growth, and they expect Broadcom's AI business to generate $100 billion in fiscal year 2027. Yeah, and that's basically the news today. Let me say hello to the chat. Good morning, chat. Good morning. What's up, Steve, Proxy, Ava, Mad About Airsoft, Elsway, DS, Wanna Be a Trader, Alex Guy, Jonathan, Max, Brian, Alyssa, Don, Matthew, Toxic. Keep scrolling here. Good news. What's up, man? Oli Brian. What's up, dude? Other Brian. What's up, man? Faye. Good morning. My dad's account. Good morning. Gamer Freak. Good morning. Big Slum. Papo. Cho. Josh. DJ. Old Hack. Universal Code. What's up, dude? Barnyard. Vegas. Mickey. Jay. Pryor. Bobby. Womble. Jason. Rambling. MK. Solar. Sam. What's up, dude? Faye. I think I said Faye already. Max. F. UE. Callie. Rand. Sven. Palantirs. Exodus. Cleo. Rant. Track. Cherie. And I think that's it. Brandon. What's up, guys? Good morning. Ty.
Everybody.
Is that everybody? Did I get everybody? Britt is here today, guys. Britt is here today.
Yeah, he is. Hello.
Sklee. What's up, dude? Edson. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Lurker, stand up here. Lurker, stand up. But yeah, let's see if the market holds today. I'm curious. Today is the day before CPI inflation data. We do have CPI inflation data drop at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. So 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, we get CPI inflation data drop. PPI has also been pretty freaking ridiculous lately as well. What's up, Flex? What's up, Straight Jacket? What's up, OT? Checkerboard. What's up, brother? Bogdan. We are here today. But man, Bitcoin. I see Universal Code say in our Discord, looks like we're going to have another bullish retracement day in the markets as we wait on CPI confirmation. Will be a great consolidation to the upside, then a reversal to the downside by Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, let's see, man. Let's see. You might be right. Oil is the big story, though, I think. Oil is down. You know, them stopping some strikes and agreeing to pause strikes for 2 weeks, I think is a good optimistic thing, but who knows if it's going to hold, guys. Who knows? I can't see a red day happening this close. Yeah, the SpaceX IPO is really one of the big stories.
Yeah, and despite the fact that they appear to have never really stopped fighting completely, it's still been one of the better ceasefires we've had between these different sides.
I think one of the news stations counted it. It's number 37. It's number 37. I do see oil starting to push up a little bit short term, though, and I see like the S&P and the Nasdaq start to drop a little bit over the last 5 minutes. Doesn't necessarily mean it's correlated. I see somebody in the chat say, hey, you said it was bearish yesterday, and not gonna lie, I saw the double top and ball puts. I'm just gonna put this out there. This is not my fault, bro. I told you guys I have no freaking idea what the market's gonna do. No idea. I said my bias is slightly bearish, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's verbatim what I said. And so
basically choose for yourself.
Right, dude. I have no idea which way the market's gonna go, bro. Oh, I can have a bias. Everybody has a bias. Doesn't mean you should take trades based off of my bias, bro. I'm a short-term day trader in that regard.
Yeah.
But basically, it ain't my fault, bro. It's not my fault.
Does anybody have any idea what SanDisk IPO was?
It's hard to tell. I don't know if SanDisk has gotten split. It's up to 17.10s right now. Looks like the IPO was around $34.50. It doesn't look like it's been split at all because
oh my god.
Yeah, this was back in February of last year for SanDisk.
Oh my god.
Unless that's the farthest it'll let me look back, which I don't believe that's the case. So it's probably something around there. Yeah, memory prices have gone crazy. They've gone crazy. I know, I'm just kind of messing with you, Bobby. It's all good, brother. I made a ton of money. Hey, nice, Bobby. Congrats, brother. I only listen to you, John. You asked me to long, I won't short. I can respect the loyalty there, but don't do it. Don't do it. I appreciate it, guys. I got my crawfish mug today. Shout out to my Louisiana people, you know. I got my crawfish mug. Some say crayfish. That's wrong.
Completely wrong.
I see the chat. Somebody in the chat say it's Brit's fault. It's definitely Brit's fault. What's up, G-Man? What's up, dude? Sorry, Brit, go ahead. I keep talking, bro. Go ahead, dude.
I wasn't still talking. You didn't cut me off. I just said I did it on purpose.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe that. Yeah.
I'm like that, like swiper, no swiping guy from Dora the Explorer. I'm misleading all of you.
I know, dude. You're a beacon of dishonesty, man.
Yep.
We call them crawdads in North Carolina. That's fine, as long as you don't call them crayfish. Crayfish is wrong immediately. I judge anybody that says crayfish. You know.
Whenever I hear someone say crawdads, I just hear it in like Colonel Sanders' voice.
Right. If they want to go really Cajun, they can say crawdads. That's fine. You know. That's more of a nickname. Like, we're gonna go get some crawdads, right? Like, that's more of like a nickname, you know. Yeah, so I see U.S. Trade Representative Greer saying we are moving quickly on domestic sourcing of critical minerals. Mexico trade team coming to the U.S. next week. U.S. should not be the target of EU deforestation rules. EU not showing flexibility on non-tariff barriers and more. So Trade Representative Greer did speak today. And yeah, markets are up today, which is surprising. Also, you can check out our morning market brief on x.com every single day here. Check it out. There it is. Give your boy a follow. We appreciate it. Yeah, it's okay. You're from Australia, Jay, so I'm going to allow that. You can call it crayfish. You're the only one. Nobody else better say it. Yeah, I'm from Baton Rouge.
Yeah, whenever you sound like Hugh Jackman, you get a pass.
Yeah, right. For sure. Right.
Accent-wise,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you sound like Hugh Jackman, like specifically.
Y'all are cool over there in Australia, so we allow it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had crawfish in a lot of different places. I went to a Korean barbecue place. They had a crawfish aspect of it. They were like, it was like unlimited crawfish. I tried it. It wasn't great. And I'm not even judging them. Yeah, I'm not even judging them for it. Yeah. All right. Anyways, does oil rebound today, guys? Does oil rebound? Let me know. What's a good poll for the day here? But markets are up. Oil's down. Markets are up. Memory has rebounded. That's the big story. Memory rebounded. Here's MU. Does anybody want to buy MU up here, though? It seems really expensive. What do you guys think? Does anybody want to actually buy MU here? Or is it just too expensive today? Let me know in chat. I'm really curious to see if people are still lining up to buy this thing or not.
I don't know. What's
Yep, no. I'm going for New Orleans. It's about $1,000 a share right now. It's $998 a share. SanDisk is about $1,700 a share, 1710. So they've rebounded pretty nicely. SanDisk closed yesterday at 1642. And AMD closed yesterday at 490. AMD up to over 500 again as well here. Squeeze into earnings for MU. MU will be 10,000 by the end of the year. They're going to split before they hit 10K, brother. You know that. We have some reports today, Faye, but nothing really important, if I'm being honest here. We have the ADP weekly jobs reports. We get another jobs report today from ADP. Last one was strong. We'll see what that shows up. That shows up in about 45 minutes, but I don't think it's a big report that's going to move markets at all. I think it's a relatively small report. We also have the trade balance for April. It's expected at negative 56.2 billion, which is a little bit more positive, which means that we are exporting a little bit more. Last time was negative 60 billion. This time they're expecting negative 56 billion roughly for it. We have existing home sales at 10, and that's basically it. Most markets, I'm assuming, honestly, guys, what I'm going to target today is a range. I'm going to target a range today. I think unless we get some news that influences markets like geopolitics or more, I'm probably going to just target a range today and look to attack a range. I think it's the day before CPI. Markets don't really know which way to go in regards to geopolitics as well as like memory and more. And so unless memory starts to run big today or we get some type of catalyst in the Middle East, I'm going to look to attack a range, like maybe a large range, but I'm going to look to attack a range because I think a lot of the time ahead of CPI, ahead of PPI, the market ranges. Not always, though. It's never 100%. Don't copy me. If you follow me and lose today, it's not my fault. But yeah, that's the plan for the day. What's your plan for the day, chat? Let me know. What is your plan to trade today? What's up, Keo? What's up, Brown Group? What's up, Alt? What's up, Raga? What's up, Shuckle? This market just loves edge. What kind of edge? Healthcare? Yeah, I heard people talking about UNH. UNH is up to 406s here. So UNH had a pretty good day yesterday as well. My plan is to copy and blame you. I mean, that's a bad plan.
Only for you.
Yeah, maybe it's a bad plan. It might. I mean, I'm not telling you to do it. Don't do it. Yeah, so the CEO of Verizon said AI will replace a large share of customer work. 20 million set aside to retrain workers for AI-related roles. 7,000 employees already applied. First positive Q1 phone subscribers addition since 2013 reported in April. Where's Lululemon? My nemesis. Lululemon's rebounded a little bit. It's still at 117, so. Tesla exported 38.7 thousand China-made vehicles in May, according to CPCA. China passenger vehicle sales were down 22.3% year over year in May. Broader market weakness, though. AI chief Alexander Wang said health will be essential to future AI models and could differentiate consumer offerings. Yeah, they're doing Muse Spark open source due to they're not making it open source. Yeah, a lot of this is like, we had a big rumor over the weekend, and really at the end of last week over the weekend, that triggered some of this big drop that we've seen in memory. All right, so we had this big rumor. We heard people talking about it in the Discord. Again, MU, SanDisk, AMD, Nvidia are still doing okay this morning, but the memory is leading the bounce. It's a big bullish signal, but who knows if it's actually going to hold. But remember, last week we got this rumor that essentially said, let me find exactly what it said. But it essentially said that also the dollar index is under $100 a share. Okay, yeah, so a market rumor that Nvidia's next generation Rubin platform will reduce SOCAMM memory capacity from 55 terabytes per rack down to 28 per rack. That implies far less DRAM memory. We also had a rumor about Google creating some type of creating something that would make memory less needed. And so a lot of markets kind of freaked out on those. We had some people posting about this in Discord. That's one of the reasons memory dropped. But it seems to be markets are pricing in more bullish optimism here, because MU back up to $1,000 a share here. Now, we'll see what happens. But again, it was just a rumor.
Didn't the initial rumor say that it would reduce Google's thing would reduce memory requirements by like 90%, and then Google came out and corrected and said it was like 7 or 8%.
Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna find the exact thing so I don't get it wrong.
Okay, yeah. I think it was something like that though.
Hey, shout out to Frequency. Hey, thank you for becoming a member, my friend. Thank you, brother. You now have access to the great and legendary emojis that we have here. Yeah, so Google DeepMind announced new quantization aware training QAT versions of its Gemma 4 family, enabled developers to run powerful AI, optimizing model compression for mobile and laptop efficiency. So TurboQuant AI compression algorithm. What we originally heard was that it was going to reduce it by what? It was like some crazy high percentage, right, Britt? Do you remember the percentage? It was something high.
I think it was like 90 or 95% or something like that.
Yeah,
was the initial rumor.
Right, but they recently corrected it to say it's not going to be nearly that much, up to
I think like 7 or 8%.
Yeah, it's something much less than that. So I see Stephanie say that's not true. What's not true? Correct me. I'm open to be corrected. Jensen said those new laptops use a lot of memory. AI destroying the personal computer sector is just great. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know. I think people are always going to need PCs, but I think it's going to be people like me who have to stream and do stuff. I think laptops are getting good, and tablets are getting good, and it just depends on what their job is. Yeah, no, I saw.
Weird, good.
Yeah, so I'm responding to Stephanie. That rumor was out months ago. Yeah, I see that. I see it was reported actually on March. At the end of March is what I see. We also have JP Morgan says U.S. equity futures saw $21 billion in net selling last week, with most pressure on Friday in the S&P and Nasdaq. However, ETF inflows of $26.8 billion more than offset the outflows. Fixed income ETFs also drew strong demand, while commodities and some EM funds saw redemptions. Investors rotated across sectors with continued long positioning in equities despite volatility. So I do see that. But I think another big story is Bitcoin. You know, while everything else rebounds, Bitcoin is still down here, guys. Bitcoin is still down. I'm going to ask this question again. Where is the bottom for Bitcoin? You can see Bitcoin's, movement here. Here is May 20th. Here's May 20th. You can see Bitcoin has dropped from 78,000 roughly mid-May all the way down to under 60s at some point this morning. Or no, maybe not this morning, but under 60 some parts this month so far. And it's at 62.5s right now. Where is the bottom in Bitcoin, guys? Where's the bottom? Let me know.
Oh, no. I'm waiting for it to hit about $5, and then I'm going to get in on it.
Yeah. $5, dude. Like I told you the other day, I might buy it at $6. I might buy it at $10 even.
Might you?
Yeah, might me. Bitcoin might roll over today below 62,400. Yeah, I'm looking for the low of the day here on Bitcoin. Bitcoin low of the day is roughly what? It looks like the low of the day is right here at 62.5s. So I will buy more at 30K. I think Quantum will kill Bitcoin, but ETH will be okay. Yeah, but how long would that take? Sorry, Britt, go ahead, dude.
Oh no, I was just saying I do genuinely feel bad about like missing the boat on Bitcoin. Like I blew it off initially. Like I really did when people first started talking about it. I was like, that's never gonna last.
Most people
dude,
did.
Dude, I was wrong. I was wrong, and I feel silly about it. But like, I'm not gonna wallow in regret.
Nah, dude. I wish I would have bought Amazon in the early 2000s. That would have been a great buy. Yeah. I wish
yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You can look at hindsight, Britt, but you can't get too upset. There's plenty of ways to make money. The beautiful thing about everything is that you can find ways to make money in anything. Zero is the bottom. 45,000 probably bottom. My average is 93K on Bitcoin, but I have a small amount. Hey, good luck, my friend. Gen Z can't afford a computer. Only us millennials were able to play Counter-Strike. I had a friend that played Counter-Strike. Anthony played Counter-Strike, Britt.
Yeah, he
Remember
did,
that?
Dude.
He was into it, bro. He was good at it too.
I know.
Yeah.
He kept trying to get me to play. I was like, dude, I'm too old to like try to break into a new game and get my butt kicked by everybody.
Bro, he threw me on there a couple times, and I was taking people out, and then he would get all weird and be like, hey, and then he would boot me off the computer. He would let me play for like 2 minutes, and then he would jump in and try to show me how good he was, and I just never got to play. But
I mean, like, he was also good at Halo. Like, I don't know if you played with him much, but like, he wasn't good at standard Halo, but he was really good at SWAT.
Yeah. Well, that's more like Counter-Strike anyway.
Yeah.
Why do people choose to stay poor? Makes no sense. Yeah, I don't know if it's. I don't know. I think you have to have a good standard of living as well as you got to be happy too.
It's also, you can't account for other people's circumstances. Some people genuinely don't have a choice or a way out. Sometimes, like some people have it rough.
No, 100%. I'm expecting the 4 for Bitcoin at around 28,000. Hey, John, I like your watch list. How can I set this up? What watch list, bro? Oh, this watch list? Oh, this is just a TOS watch list. You just add stocks to it. Looks like it's trading at a range from 62,000. Yeah, I think personally for me, the 50,000 makes the most sense to me just because of the psychological aspect of Bitcoin, right? Like, I think 50K makes the most sense. That's a big psychological level here. And Bitcoin a lot of the time moves on psychologicals. So like this level right here, 50, big round number, 50K right there. I think that makes the most sense. But who knows, man? Who knows? We'll see where it stops. Look at MU trying to get back over 1,000 here. We're up so much on the day though. And oil is starting to dip down here. So look, here's oil. Oil breaks that 88 level. I think people are going to be celebrating.
Does TOTS not offer volume profile feature, John?
This what?
I'm just reading a question Sam asked. Does TOTS not offer volume profile feature?
It might. I just don't ever use it on it, but it might. I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. I use TOS because that was the platform. When I started trading, guys, like futures and prop firms and Trade-Evade and all that stuff were not a thing. They were not a thing. Like there was no such thing. So I learned on TOS. And so it's my favorite platform. Nasdaq just cracked highs of the day though. Look at the NQ. Nasdaq just broke highs of the day. New highs of the day on the Nasdaq, 29,715 right now, 716s. Awesome. Right now. So the Nasdaq just cracked highs of the day. S&P not quite there yet. Oil continues to fade a little bit today. What's a good poll, chat? Give me some poll options. Hey, what's up, Universal Code? Yeah, it might, Sam. I learned on TOS, but if I want to look at a volume profile, I just look on Trade-Evade.
I don't know. Does SanDisk and MU? I mean, do they hold their current price?
I don't know. It depends. A lot of it depends. Look at the Nasdaq. They're one of the reasons the Nasdaq's jumping is memory plays. Where's the VIX at right now? The VIX has got to be down on the day.
I mean, it's a poll question.
Oh,
potentially. It's just a suggestion.
I'll do an easy poll. Do you like buying memory stocks at these levels?
There you go. That's better.
Do you like buying memory stocks at these levels? MU, SanDisk, and more. Yeah, all good, Sam. Nasdaq 30,000 today. It's pretty close to 30K. I think that's the level a lot of people are watching, but we would still need a lot of strength to get up there. We closed at 29,430s. We're now all the way up at 29,700s, but 30,000 would be over twice the gap that we've made on the upside already for the Nasdaq. So it's a long ways up. It's a long ways up, and I do expect us. I really don't know. It's possible, but I do expect the market to range ahead of inflation data. And again, we saw that Israel and Iran agreed to leave each other alone for another week, which is one of the reasons oil is down, right? Like oil's down, Nasdaq's higher, more optimism in memory and more optimism about peace in the Middle East. Yeah, we could hit 30,000 this week. It just depends on how markets respond to inflation data, right? Like inflation data is a big if. If we look at what we're expected at for inflation data this week, guys, like if we look at what we're expected at, CPI is expected at 0.6%. 0.6%. Previous or 0.5%. Year-over-year CPI though is kind of a crazy number here. This one's expected at 4.2% tomorrow. That's a high print. That's a high print. Just to show you guys a CPI inflation graph here. So like we can look at a CPI inflation graph. The last time we were over 4%, let me see when this was for inflation. It's got to be like 2023, 2024. Yeah, the last time inflation data was over 4% for CPI was in May of 2023. May of 23, we were at 4%. The last time we were over 4.2% was April. You know, so it's been years since we've had CPI inflation over 4%. So that's one of the big stories. So we did a poll. Nobody wants to buy memory stocks at these levels. 73% say no. They do not like buying memory at these levels. 26% say yes.
Just more curious after that drop if they maintain their value after retracing up.
Yeah, I mean they're back up today though. MU hit highs though the other day. It's testing 1,000 right now, but it hit highs the other day of 10,000 or $1,089. So MU SanDisk highs have got to be what, like 1800s? Yeah, 1861s. So they're still under.
If they're over pumped at that point, that's all.
Yeah, and you can see the drops that we made last week for them here. Here's SanDisk. This was Thursday. Thursday is where the fear really started. Friday didn't help either. Friday we got some big pullbacks from NFP and more. So it's been back and forth. Well, we'll see. Will you be buying memory stocks? I think long term it's fine because I think long term, I think long term we get involved with. I mean, I think data center growth is obviously in the future, right? And so I think memory might. My guess, and it's just a straight up guess, is that memory stocks will pull back from the levels they're at now for a period of time, but eventually they're gonna break these levels and continue up. It might take some time. And who knows how high they'll get before they correct. They could move up a lot more and then correct back down, but that's just my guess here.
I mean, do you think they'll get cheaper as like memory compression improves though, and efficiency?
Potentially, and I think people have to look at it in that regard with I think there's a chance that happens as well. I think people have to look at it. I always pivot to video games as the easiest explanation of this. People argued specifically with GameStop that storage capabilities would not allow digital downloads to take off in a big significant way. And my argument against that, especially at the time, was that eventually, like, if you got to look at the history of that type of stuff and see how much better it's gotten in the last 20 years, and then use that same trend into the future. And I think you have to do the same thing with memory. Memory's gotten better in the past few years, and you got to use that same trend into the future. And so I think memory will get better in terms of capabilities there, and maybe that causes a correction in memory plays, or maybe it makes it more desirable and we still get boosts up. I think there's a lot of ways you could look at it.
Yeah.
Love your polls, buddy. Love your workmate shorting MU now at 1,000. Hey, good luck, dude. Good luck. I hope you make money, bro. I hope you make money. I don't know. Basically, what I'm trying to say with memory is I have no idea. I think we could correct, but I think long term, when you zoom out and look at the big picture of it, they're probably going to keep going up.
Yeah, I mean, probably. I think I told you about this, and well, never mind. We'll talk later.
Yeah.
I need to do a little more research before I talk about it.
I will say I should sell old systems with memory in it, like R630 and bought it. I bought for 250. Can eBay 1,000 now? I don't know, bro. I got a bunch of memory, dude. I probably got some memory chips on. I didn't look at all my stuff, dude. Like, I got memory chips all over this freaking office, dude. All over this office, I got memory chips everywhere. Yeah. I can't find them now, but I do have memory all over my office here. So, maybe I should sell those. Y'all want to buy some memory sticks, guys? I'm the connect with those, you know. Just curious, are you exposed to memory at this moment? No. I mean, I have a couple. Slightly, a little bit. I'm a wimp with profit taking, so when we push up huge, I'm usually taking some profit. And that's what I've done with memory plays at this point in time. But I'm not opposed to buying back on reasonable pullbacks either. Memory stick giveaway? Yeah. I've got some somewhere, dude. Hold on, let me see. I know I have some lying around. Dude, I don't even know what I did with them. Who knows where they're at? Who knows? We'll find them another day. But I do have some. HSBC did lift its global AI industry revenue forecast for 26 and through 2030 to 2.5 trillion. Previous was forecast at 1.8 trillion. So HSBC lifting its global AI industry revenue forecast today. Yeah, I'll turn it into a gold chain. It might be a bigger flex than everything else. You want to go home and rethink your life? Pew, that hurts. I feel attacked. Does used memory actually have value? Well, you can always delete it, you know. Depends on how old it is, really. Yeah. By memory, we asked the chat, 74%. This is one of the more one-sided polls that we've done. 74% of you guys say no. It's not time to buy memory stocks at these levels. Yeah, demand is pushing it up for sure. And AI demand makes sense. Like, as they build more data centers and AI evolves, memory will become more needed. Yeah, that makes sense. SanDisk. What's your favorite memory stock, guys? Here's oil. I'm tempted to trade this, though. Oil is bouncing back some. Nasdaq is pulling back. We seem like we're up a lot, but we could also run. I could make a counter trend trade today, and I think I might short term. It's just going to be, I'm going to start the day off trading like a freaking wimp. But I think it's going to be like one, I don't know. I don't necessarily like where we're at in the volume profile on the short side. I was thinking about shorting, and I still am thinking about shorting. But we could also run quickly. If I do short, I'm going to take one micro and then add to it if it goes in my favor. But I don't think it's a safe day for... I just think we could range heading into CPI, is what I think. I need to drink more coffee today. Market desk warns of sharper equity unwinds after Friday rout. Goldman Sachs and Barclay traders warns Friday sell-off may signal deeper fragility. Not a one-off move. They cite crowded momentum positioning, weak market breadth, and higher for longer rates as a factor increasing the risk of abrupt factor unwinds. Goldman Sachs says such positioning can amplify volatility beyond index moves, while Barclays warns volatility control funds may need to cut U.S. equity exposure after the rout. Systematic strategies remain vulnerable with AI, rates, and inflation risks seen as key triggers. Speaking of that, let's look at yields. I'm assuming yields are down today. I'm assuming they're down today just because oil is down, right? And yields and interest rates are correlating. And so when oil dips, less inflation and yields a lot of the time fall. They're down slightly. But you can kind of see we're still up a lot from last week's job prints here. And we do have a job print this morning. We have the ADP weekly report coming out. It's not really usually market influential. The only way I think the ADP report might move markets is if it comes in like super negative or super positive. Like, obviously, if it comes in way over expected, markets might freak out a little bit more just because that continues the fear of overheating and inflation. But yields are down a little bit today, as I might expect them to be, but not a lot. Not a lot. Airbus CEO has been speaking. He said, with the European regulatory burden, it's too hard to be competitive globally. I guess one of the big questions today that I haven't asked is, are you bullish or bearish on the day, guys? Bullish or bearish? Be careful shorting. You pumped for UFC 250? Oh, I am pumped for it. What's up, Mac off the grid? Sorry for the repeated posts. I keep typing. You can keep typing, bro. It's always good. DRAMETF.
He said typoing.
Oh, typoing? That's all right. I don't buy memory stocks. SK Hynix, SanDisk, Dollar Tree. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I want to take profit and run. Bullish or bearish on crude. I see a lot of bulls today in chat right now. I do see a lot of bulls. The range is not crazy big, but I did take a short here. I guess I'll show you guys the short that I'm in right now. I did take a short. We jumped underneath all these resistance levels, so I figured maybe I'll short it. I'll probably add to it. Goal is to hit 675. And so I'll probably add to it if we can, but the range isn't huge and it's very small. So we'll add a little bit to it here. Give it a second now. Very small though, very small.
Wait, what'd you take?
I shorted the Nasdaq.
Oh, shorted. Okay.
Yeah, we're just up a lot, and it's the day before CPI, so I think we could range back down. What do you think of quantum stocks? I think they're interesting, but we're still pretty early in quantum. They've had some big movements too. Rigetti down to 2230s, hit 2750s earlier in about in the last month. QBTS, QUBT. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're still really early, and so it's hard to really tell what we're gonna get here, to be honest. Chop back down.
To see how AI affects the medical field in terms of diagnosing and treating illnesses, like if they're supposed to be exponentially more accurate than human beings. I don't know like how far that's progressed at this point, but they're saying it could have pretty substantial effects on the medical field.
Yeah, I think they can research better, but I think they have less. I don't know if they're more accurate. I think it's somewhere in the middle, right? I think they're better at. Yeah, I think they're better. I think medical research will probably get better from it. So like the ability to research stuff medically. All right, so we did get a big drop right now, and we are short here. We are falling down kind of quick though here. Hold on, I'm gonna take one off, lock my little profit in. Honest John making money. Yeah, I'm in a trade right now. It's a very small trade. I gotta build up a cushion on the day and then take larger risk. But I am in a trade, yes. I will put it up on screen so you can see it. But I am in a trade, sir. We cut one already. We're basically break even on the rest. So we're kind of flat on the rest. It's pretty small though. Hey, what's up, Punch? I think once quantum works, it'll be too late to buy. You might be right. So I think maybe you're right in regards to it's time to get in quantum. I don't mind a small position as long as it's something that you're okay with losing. What do you think the bear market is coming? I don't know, man. That's nobody freaking knows. I think, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any. I mean, I'm sure somebody saw the 1929 thing coming, but probably not many people.
Yeah. Well, 1929 was kind of one of the big first ones, outside of tulips. And so
yeah, tulips one was a really wild one for me.
Yeah, the tulips was interesting.
They said you could literally buy a house with one tulip bulb. Like
you could. Yeah, you could. I was there, Britt. I was there. All right,
yeah,
so we're moving back up. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
John
Time savings. Yeah, for sure. Bear market coming. Quantum will be good when your great grandkids are graduating high school. Yeah, maybe, bro. I don't. It might not matter then, though, to be honest. Who knows what their generation is gonna look like?
So if you were there, were you like the original Highlander, John?
I was the one that got the tulip mania started. You know.
You turned everybody onto tulips.
Right. I'm a trendsetter, dude. I was like, you know what? I got these tulips. They've got to be where. How could I basically did the trade up challenge with tulips, and that started, you know, everything. All right, so we are in the Nasdaq short here. We are in the Nasdaq short. We are basically flat right now. Where's gold at too? I've been trading gold a lot lately, and I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Yields are not down as much as I thought they would, and gold is actually trading up a little bit today on that news. S&P pulling back a little bit. When all the big companies stop printing money, that is the start of the bear market. Wait, did John say bear is coming? I mean, it's coming eventually, but who knows when. Silver sideways. I'd like to buy your tulips. I got tulips to sell, brother. I got them to sell right now. $1,000. Yeah, $1,000 each, bro. $1,000 each.
I can see John on a street corner, like, you know, with an overcoat, just opening his coat, be like, "You can buy some tulips." Got tulips hanging inside of it.
I got it. You want it? I got it. You know. Yeah, I wanted down to the 200 exponential here, but let me check news. I don't see anything. CZ says our kids will judge us on how we regulate and progress AI and crypto innovations today.
Dude, your kids are going to judge you on all kinds of things.
Oh, dude, our kids. Well, they're going to grow up on AI, right? Like, they're going to grow up on AI. I've explained this before, but like, kids are going to grow up on AI, just like some of us grew up on the internet, you know. And so,
yeah,
pre-internet people, they view it differently than people that were raised on it. And so, you know, while we look at it with all this fear and apprehension regarding AI, our kids are gonna grow up on it. It's just gonna be a normal part of their life. And so they're gonna fear it less and ultimately probably innovate less or innovate more with it because they grew up on it, or less. You could go the other way with it.
I was gonna say there are a lot of people that think that that it's gonna kill innovation. I don't know. I mean, it might not. I don't know. It depends on like how thoroughly AI eliminates people from everyday life and like the job market and stuff. I think, you know,
well,
if there's no benefit to innovation, I think it's going to kill it.
Well, it's going to get rid of jobs for sure, and the net effect, at least short term, will be a loss of jobs, I think. But I think you can also be incredibly creative with it. And so just like the internet, the people who are going to make the most money from AI are going to be people who are the most creative with it. They're solving problems, they're figuring out things that people haven't done, and they're doing those things, and they're being really creative with it, right? The people that just try to jump on the bandwagon and do what everybody else is doing are usually not going to do as good as the people that are really innovating and being creative with it. Creativity matters a lot with AI because, you know, it's really easy. AI has lowered the barrier of entry with it, so people can get involved with AI. I'm gonna cut this right here because this was my profit target originally at the 200 exponential. But yeah, people are going to make a lot of money with it by being creative. That's what it really is.
Yeah, but my original and main point was just that subsequent generations always judge their predecessors. Like it's always, you know, why'd they do that? I would have done this. I could have done it better. You know.
No, for sure. What do you guys think about SpaceX? Are y'all buying SpaceX? SpaceX IPO on Friday.
You know.
What?
It's a bang zoom to the moon. You know?
Yeah, man. And look, we bounced right here at the 200 exponential, so exactly what we thought might happen happened. That's why we got out here. It's a pretty sizable bounce, though. Okay, in 14 minutes, we do have the ADP weekly jobs report. We do have the ADP weekly jobs report. One share, why not? No, never SpaceX. Space trap, biggest retail trap ever. No. So nobody wants to buy SpaceX full port, BC says. Exit liquidity, maybe. Yeah, I mean, exit liquidity, what he's talking about is a lot of people have speculated that the recent drops that we've gotten in the market over the last week were due to people selling shares of other things to prepare to buy SpaceX. Apparently not my chat room. Not my chat room. My chat room's like, nah, I'm not buying it. But apparently that's what a lot of people are saying some of this liquidity is coming from on the sell side, is people selling in preparation to buy SpaceX. I don't know if that's true, but it sounds plausible. Look at the Nasdaq bounced exactly at the 200 exponential here, though. We had Mexican inflation rate come out at 0.22%. Previous was 0.31%. And negative May inflation rate month over month, negative 0.2. Year over year, 3.94 versus 4.45 previously. So Mexican inflation went down.
I don't know how SpaceX is going to do short term, but I think long term, it's probably going to be successful.
Yeah, what's up, Max? See, Moneybags McGee say exit liquidity for the original owners to get out. Yeah. Oh, that's the exit liquidity. I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's more conspiracy driven. It could be what's going on, but I have a hard time imagining that they're going to IPO it just to get out, you know? I mean, IPOs are good for that reason, but still. We'll see what we get today. Now we're very sideways in range here. And like I said, what's your plan today? Long, short, sideways, range? I'm looking for ranges. Bitcoin has also bounced back to 62,800s from where it was. So Bitcoin bounced back a little bit. Checkerboard says, I wonder if today is going to be one of those days where the market cares about oil. Yeah, I think it cares about oil today, but I think it's also growing numb. I think we've heard so many different things back and forth. Like, so many different things. CNN, and I'm not a big news guy on either side. Like, I don't like any of the news. Like, I don't, yeah. You heard it here. John doesn't watch the news. But CNN said 37 times he said a deal is imminent. This is the 37th time. They said the only thing that matters is physical confirmation, in this case oil. If WTI keeps falling towards 85, the market is confirming potential deal. If it bounces, traders are calling it a bluff. So we'll see what oil does. Here's oil. Ranges. Yeah, I'm looking for ranges today too, but I'm not tied to it. Like, I'm not tied to it. I think we can go either way. John doesn't watch the news. He is the news. This is John's news. That's right. You know. It's the day before CPI, though. We'll see what we get. A beautiful deal, the best deal. People walk in, they say, wow, would you look at that deal?
Great
oil.
deal.
Yeah. Outside of that, the news is a little quiet here, so we're pivoting to trading. Long or short oil right now. Look at this drop. Maybe I should have held that short. Nasdaq's right at the 200 EMA. I see the SOFR rate should have been 3.63, the same as what it was last time. Is this circus music playing? I think it is. Yeah. I mean, SpaceX IPO document, to be honest, was impressive. Someone said there's no other deal like it. Yeah, any successful CEO of any corporation is designed to do one thing: buy the company, build it up, and sell it off. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, is this music fitting today? It might be. I bought Nike yesterday. Where's it at? I'm still down. But my average price is better. I don't think it moved that much. It went up a lot and then it pulled back. I think I'm still green from where I bought it, but most of my positions are kind of flat today. Market's a circus. The song is a good, Jay. You don't like the song? Just for you, Jay, I will change it. I'd buy Anthropic. Yeah, Anthropic's interesting. I use Claude a lot, and I think programming has really taken up Claude and used it a lot. Programmers. Market currently disregards oil prices as long as we remain below or between 90 and 100. Hey, what's up, Robert? Anthropic and OpenAI, IPOs or buys. News this morning, well, oil's down. Yields are down slightly. Nasdaq, S&P are up. Oil's down, yields are down. So markets are pricing in more higher likelihood of a potential deal getting done. But you know, we've heard this before. We'll see if this one is actually it. But markets are pricing in de-escalation, essentially from both sides agreeing to halt strikes for a week, basically. Outside of that, memory stocks have rebounded back up. So MU, SanDisk, and more AMD have rebounded back up. So memory plays are back up some. And now we are heading into CPI inflation data tomorrow. Oh, wait, we do have the ADP report going live in about 6 minutes.
Oh.
So the ADP report goes live. It's the weekly report. It's not the big influential one like we got last Wednesday. This is the weekly one.
You don't think it'll have much of an impact? Most likely.
It depends on what the numbers show up as. I also hear people talking about DRAM ETF. It's up big on the day, so you can see it rebounding back up. And the Nasdaq is still holding solid at that 200 exponential moving average, as you can see here. Bitcoin, though, again, guys, is kind of the hiccup and all this bullishness this morning. Bitcoin has not done much. It's still down to 62s, and it's still really struggling to hold here. I'm looking at 50,000 for the bottom, but time will tell. We'll see. Yeah, I saw the CPI forecast tomorrow. 4.2% expected year over year for CPI inflation, headline CPI. Core is expected at what? What is core expected at? I saw it earlier. And if we look at the CME watch tool here today, guys, here's the Fed watch tool. We are sitting currently in terms of rate hike odds. If we look at this, we are sitting pretty high. We're right here. So there's a 31% chance that we're going to keep rates steady all year. But at this point in time, it's actually gotten a little bit better for rate odds, probably from oil dropping in terms of rate hike odds. They've gone down a little bit. But we're still looking at roughly 68, 67, 68% likelihood of a rate hike this year. So 68% chance of a rate hike this year. We're currently at 3.5 to 3.75%. There is a 42.8% chance that by December, rates will be up 25 basis points relative to where they're at now. A 21% chance they will be 50 basis points higher. 4.3% chance will be 75 higher, and a 0.3% chance will be 100 basis points higher at the end of the year. In order to do that, though, this conflict would have to drag on. Oil would have to spike up more. We'd have to get more escalation, more worries in that regard. And Warsh would have to raise rates really aggressively, which obviously I don't think is the base case here. I think Warsh, even though he might be critical of printing, he is going to be less likely to raise than Jerome. Personally, I mean, I think that's very obvious. It doesn't mean anything. You don't really know what he's going to do. And I think next week's Fed meeting is going to be interesting in that regard, where we're going to hear from Warsh for the first time and see what he's got to say regarding the current macroeconomic and geopolitical environment. I think listening to what Warsh says is going to be key. We're going to stream it all live, so subscribe. We are not in a memory race. We are in a processing unit race. The GPU should be shorted and money long in photonics, tensors, quantum, server CPU. Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with that. I think rate hike, oil reserves, you don't need escalation. You'll see in July. A lot of Christians are proposing the stock market to make a huge move to end the summer. What do Christians have to do with anything?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
What's up, Dan? Warsh will surprise everyone. In what way? In what way?
Like a birthday surprise.
That's right. He better bring a birthday cake. You know, it's not my birthday, but it's somebody's. Yeah. What's core expected at? Let me see. Core is expected
year over year or month over month.
Yeah, so core is expected at 2.9%. 2.8% last time, 2.9% expected at 0.3. So secondary effects of inflation are actually expected to decrease a little bit per what's expected right now. So core expected again at 2.9%. But headline, which includes, the reason core is so much lower than headline inflation expectations is because headline includes oil. Core excludes food and energy, which is oil. And so headline is seeing the jumps from the conflict. 4.2% is the highest we've been at. We calculated it earlier. 4.2%, if we show up as expected, would be the highest we've seen inflation since 2023. May of 2023 was the last time we were over 4% for CPI headline inflation. So if we show up as expected, it'll be the highest print in years. in years. Look at the Nasdaq tumble though, real quick. I see oil jumping up over the last 5 minutes here. ECB members speaking. Bank of France to revise inflation forecast higher. Europe needs more monetary and payment sovereignty. There's a clear opportunity to boost the euro status. And speaking of this, wait. Look at the dollar, or look at the Nasdaq drop. Speaking of this, the dollar is back under 100. At least it was the last time I looked at it. Yeah, dollar is at 99s again. It's back under 100. This is probably from a lower yield environment from lower oil prices here. The dollar does better when yields are up because people use the dollar to buy up bonds, take advantage of the higher interest rate they're getting from. And so the dollar has fallen back down, showing some stabilization in yields. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. My sister's new job is paying her 7 figures to teach AI how to do medical coding to replace medical coders. She says it still makes mistakes a lot. Kind of scary if you ask me. 7 figures, bro?
Jesus.
Millions? Dude, sign me up, bro. I can teach people, you know. I'm pretty sure I can learn that stuff, dude. Sign me up. Millions? 7 figures, bro?
Yeah, but that's in yen.
Yeah, that's in pesos. Yeah. Yeah, 7 figures is kind of pushing it, you know. But listen, I can do it. Sign me up. I'm pretty confident. Real quick, though, the Nasdaq is starting to fade under the 200 exponential. Let's see if it actually holds. Nasdaq dipping here. I don't see any news, though, but the Nasdaq's falling. What are yields in the dollar doing? Oil's up, but it's not spiking like that. Where's memory? MU pulling back some? A little bit. SanDisk as well. SanDisk just dropped under 1700s. Nvidia's still kind of the lagger in the stuff too. Nvidia's at 209s. It's green on the day, but it's not hyper green or anything like that. Yeah, Jay, I can do it too. Sign me up. Maybe over 2 to 3 years. Even that, I'd still take that.
Absolutely. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, look at RDW, Redwire. Okay, so the ADP employment change is out. It showed up at 29,000. Previous was 35,000. So a little bit of a correction in jobs. But here's the ADP report. It wasn't anything crazy. It showed up at an almost $30,000, 29,000 weekly average, which correlates roughly with what the ADP report showed last time. But yeah, the ADP report is out. Again, it's not really big market moving. Here's the report right here. I'll put it up on the screen so you guys can see it. That's the ADP report right there. Nasdaq starting to fall. So the jobs report did drop, but it's nothing super big, to be honest here. Nothing crazy. Gold drops. Yeah, gold is dropping sub here. Here's gold. But it's still up a lot of the day. It's just pulling back sub. Although the candles are not necessarily small relative to the previous few candles here. Do we have something pushing yields up? Jobs report, maybe. But 30,000, 29,000 is lower than the previous number of 35.75 thousand. So I wouldn't call this like a shocking print for jobs. I told you so. You told me so. I don't know if you did, but you definitely did.
I know John is itching to take a trade. Go for it, John. Yeah, go for it, John.
I've already taken a trade. I'm green on the day right now. Yeah, RWD, Redwire. Redwire Corporation. Or RDW. Yeah, so they manufacture aerospace and space infrastructure technology. Look at them. Look at Redwire right now. RDW's dumping down this morning here.
So they just build everything out of carbon nanotubes? I mean, I'm kidding, but...
Maybe. I'm looking to see if there's news here.
I don't see any yet, but...
Okay, 500 million stock filing puts space growth and dilution risk in one trade. It filed to sell up to 500 million in common stocks. So this is dilution, given the space infrastructure firm. So they're selling shares, right? So companies sell shares to make money, obviously. But it's dilution, right? So like adding more shares to the float dilutes the float. makes each individual share worth less, if that makes sense, because there's more shares out there now. So they filed to sell 500 million. That is what's making Redwire fall, is dilution. So RWD or RDW dilution, diluting the stock 500 million worth, and that's
so you're trying to nervous. So you're trying to tell me the more you have of something, the less valuable it is?
Well, the more that's out there, yes.
I know.
Okay. Okay, I couldn't tell if you were joking or not. So, let's look at the ADP report. ADP report. Now, yeah, like, you got to think of it in terms of equity, guys. So, equity in that regard, you know, the more shares that are out there, the less each individual one is worth.
And says, what's Redwire? Never heard of it.
It's an aerospace tech company. So yeah, here is the ADP report. For the 4 weeks ending May 23rd, U.S. private employers added an average of 29,000 jobs. Again, this is not the big one though, so we don't really get that much information here on it, but red box is what y'all are thinking of. Please take Powell off and put a new person on. After Warsh's first press conference, Warsh is going to take his place. Wells Fargo says activity has been very stable and resilient across businesses. May debt and credit card spending was up 9% year over year. Higher gas prices was a key growth driver in that regard. Why is every green day a bull trap? Lately, it kind of has been. So lately, we have seen this, but I don't know, man. I don't know. John, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bullish are you on micro right now? What's the time frame course? Yeah, what's the time frame? We're talking long term? We're talking, 30 years? I'm a bull, We're talking short term? I don't know. I'm all in on Blockbuster. You and me both, bro. Bring it black. I'd support it. Hey, thank you for the subscribe, Scott. Appreciate it. Shout out to Scott for the subscribe. Y'all hit the subscribe button. Do it now. I might almost make you guys subscribe.
Yeah, Chad, I was joking earlier about the about the supply and demand thing.
Yeah.
I just had a few people trying to explain it to me.
Dark.
And I appreciate
really
it, but I was joking.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like cutting a pie into more slices. Each slice is now worth less. 100%. Elon's IPO, John. Yeah, doing a good job. We see all-time highs every week. Gold just dipped, though. I'm assuming something's happening that made yields a little nervous here.
Mm-hmm.
Consumers are spending probably 45 to 50% more on gas than they were. Yeah, I see that as well. Gas prices are up. Yeah, ADP showed up at 29,000 employment change. This is a weekly average. So we got like roughly 115,000 jobs, 116 on the week, maybe a little bit more. Gold is starting to fade though. Look at gold. Still great on the day though. What's the trade, man? I don't know. What are you the most bullish on today, guys? Buy the gold dip. It's okay. Yeah, gold is starting to dip down here. Nasdaq's under the 200 exponential, and it seems to be holding underneath it. I'm tempted to short this here, just because we do have CPI tomorrow, and I think we could range. But I think when you also look at the longer term trend, I mean, this is an upward trend, higher lows, higher highs. So I don't think it's necessarily easy. Chat, what are you guys interested in buying today? What are you the most bullish on today? Let me know. Nvidia's down to under 209s right now. It might go red on the day. It's pretty close. Today is a sit-out day. Bullish on government printing money. Warsh might print. I mean, he's been critical historically of printing at QE, but he might. All right, look at the Nasdaq here. I should have held a short position here. Oh no, this is a little bit of a quick candle down here. Hold on. Wells Fargo says consumers are spending probably 45 to 50% more. I'm bullish on Micron. Micron short. Hey, nice, Sam. Are the job numbers affected by people getting multiple jobs to make ends meet? To a certain extent, yeah. A lot of the jobs in the NFP report on Friday were seasonal jobs. Look at this candle, though. Is this some news? That's a candle. What's oil doing, guys? Is oil up right now? No. This is MU pulling back here, it looks like. MU and SanDisk. Applied Digital, Tesla, robotic software, Micron, short. You don't mention the up candles at night, just a couple red candles. We mentioned we're green on the day. Oil's down, Nasdaq's up, S&P up, Dow is up, SanDisk, MU are up. We've mentioned these multiple times. Just for you, brother, just for you, man. Look at these green candles overnight, guys. I also said we're in an uptrend like 3 minutes ago.
Don't try to fool us, John. You know?
Look at these green candles, guys. Look at them. Would you look at it?
No.
Someone say we're green overnight. I'm tempted to buy the Nasdaq dip. Just touch the VWAP. Bullish on gold, bullish on indices. Trump tweet. I don't see anything. I think it's just, honestly, I think it's memory plays coming down some. Is what it looks like to me. I think it's MU and SanDisk falling.
Yeah, there's nothing on, nothing from him yet. Anyway, also the Nasdaq dip sounds like a dance.
Yeah, it is a dance. The S&P. Yeah, look at MU, SanDisk. So they're just fading back down. I should have held that short. Yeah, I don't see any tweets or anything like that. Yeah, Wells Fargo again did say consumers spend 45 to 50% more on gas than they did months ago. Yeah, that's true.
Milan Bank of France, or however you say it, to revisit inflation forecast higher. And Bank of France Governor Milan wouldn't draw many conclusions on French GDP weakness. That's the only things that I'm seeing like recently.
Yeah, I think it's just memory and tech pulling back a little bit, to be honest. We could also look at the dollar index to see where yields are going potentially. The dollar index has rebounded a little bit since the last 26 minutes, although it's still down on the day, showing lower yields. Ally Financial also says that 26 guidance implies another meaningful step up in EPS and ROE after EPS rose 62% year over year, adds that management confidence is rising and reaching a sustainable mid-teens return profile in the medium term. Yeah, RDW is falling down some. We covered this earlier. This is from a 500 billion offering dilution. Was it 500 bill or 500 mil? Let me see. I think it was billion, if I remember correctly. $500 million. Sorry, billion would have been wild. Of course, it's not billions. I don't know why I even thought billions. Applied Digital, APLD. Volume profile is capital P shape, implying a bullish day. Yeah, I don't know, man. What percentage tomorrow do you guys think CPI is going to show up as? Headline CPI, it's expected at 4.2% year over year, 0.5% on the month for headline. Let me know where you guys think it's going to show up as. But okay, so Israeli military says report received about gunfire directed at IDF forces. So maybe that's a little bit of escalation that we're hearing. Oil's down though, it's under 90. I think $90 is an important level to watch for oil here. Okay, so I said 3.8, 3.9. So y'all think inflation's gonna come in lower than expected? 4.3%, Universal Code says book it. Johnny's bearish bias today. I'm kind of neutral. I think we're gonna have range and chop today. Ahead of CPI inflation. MasterCard MA management says that recent leadership movements have not changed the company's strategy, adds that moves were framed as portfolio rotations to bring fresh eyes while maintaining the flow in core payments. Will says 4%, Clayton says 4.36%. Numbers will be cooked, so 3.8%. Honestly, if we show up at 3.8%, markets are going to celebrate. Probably. We don't know for sure, but it's been a crazy week, guys. We have had jobs numbers that consistently showed up stronger than expected, and we've gotten negative reactions to it. And so what does that mean? That means that markets fear inflation. Obviously. I mean, I think this is kind of obvious, but markets fear inflation. We've seen it in the jobs report. Only in markets that truly, like, deeply fear inflation do we see negative reactions to strong job prints. We saw it in 2023 when inflation was so high. And speaking of 2023, the last time we had CPI headline inflation over 4% was in 2023 in May. So we will see what we get. It's been a year, or it's been years since we've had inflation over 4%. And, you know, leading into all of that data, we do have some data dropping in 40 seconds, guys, just to clarify. We have the good trades balance data dropping. We have the trade balance data dropping, for April. It's expected at -56. We have import-exports. Nothing really big, though. But we'll see what this data shows up. It shows up in 23 seconds. 23 seconds. CPI, I forecast, is going to come in hot and trigger a sell-off, continue inflation. A little bit of 5% CPI tomorrow. 5% will cause chaos, too. PPI has been the shocking print, but let's see what the trade balance data shows. -56.2 billion expected. A little bit less, -55.9 billion. So this is more positive than expected. It shows that we exported more than we thought we would. Let's look at the Nasdaq here. A little bit more positive than expected. Again, exporting is good. Importing, we usually import other countries' goods. So we're still deeply negative, obviously, at -55.9 billion, but it's a little bit lower than the expectation of -56 billion. Nasdaq is reacting well to this. Look at it. Trade balance data is 2.72 billion versus 2.5 billion expected for Canada. But yeah, look at the Nasdaq react well to the trade balance data here. -55.9 billion was only slightly better than expected, though. I don't know if that's what's causing this move or not. But look at the maybe algorithms picking this up. Look at this. Again, we did have trade balance data show up, but exports were at 327 versus 320 last time in billions for April. Imports were at 383 versus 381 last time. And again, here is that trade balance data. Man, we got a positive reaction here in markets to this. Unless there's some other news that's dropping oil, which oil's kind of rising up simultaneously. But look, here's the data that just showed up right here. Trade balance data was a little bit more positive than expected. Still deeply negative, but a little bit more positive than before. Interesting here. Yeah, 55.9 billion. Algorithms are picking this up. They're seeing this as optimistic, I guess. Jane Street buying it up. Rug pull at 1030s. Look at the Nasdaq rise here, guys. Look at the Nasdaq go. So either trade balance data is making people really optimistic, or something else happened. Oil's now falling pretty fast too here. So here's oil. And maybe not pretty fast. That's maybe an exaggeration here. Oil dipped a little bit. But we did get a big green candle in the Nasdaq. Look at this. We're pushing up to highs again. So somebody knows something. I don't think this is the trade balance data doing this. I just don't think it is. Something else has got to be going on. U.S. trade deficits narrow more than expected in April. Strong external balance. Yeah, I mean, it happened at exactly the same time, Pew. So it could be the trade balance data, I guess. Gold bouncing up too. Okay. So, yeah, gold's up some. We're getting back close to highs here on the day, though. I got out close to the lows, though, which is nice for my position. But look at the Nasdaq here. See if we hold. Yeah, look at this strong push on the trade balance data here, though, guys. I don't know if this is, though. I'll have to look at other news. Oil shipping boom accelerates. Super tanker orders surge to historic high. Super tanker orders surge to historic highs. Yeah, Apple's down after a disappointing conference. They didn't get as deeply into AI as people thought they might during the conference. And so... yeah, unless you guys see any other news here today, it looks like this could be from the trade balance data, but I'm not 100% sure. I almost want to buy this right now, though. Do I buy this? I think I kind of do. Let me see. Don't copy me, not an investment professional. Don't do it. Don't do it. Am I too late? I was about to buy it, and now we're starting to push up and test highs really quick. Yeah, it could be algorithms. I think this is one of them. We're entering a bear market bull traps. I don't know, man. I hear so much back and forth regarding traps. Bull trap, bear trap. Who knows? Yeah, I'd buy 700s right here, but I'd probably buy 705s right here too. But I need a dip. I might not catch it though.
Algorithm sounds like Al Gore's music company.
It is. It is. Bull or bear right here, guys. Bull or bear. Let me know in chat right now. Put bull or bear in chat right now. Lurkers, I'm talking to you guys. I know there's a lot of you guys that never say anything. I'm gonna make you guys announce yourself every day. I know there's a lot of you guys that never say anything. Y'all take advantage of my content. You know?
They're wallflowers, John.
I know, dude. I know. I feel them in the chat. I just feel it. Like I said, tell your boss no. You got to comment on John's stream. Don't really do it, but bear, lurker. What's up, Rob? We're shy. Bear, bull, straight bull. Guilty here. What's up, Conrad? I see you, brother. I see you. Nothing to really push stocks higher unless oil keeps falling. We don't need a reason, though, brother. It depends on what memory plays do.
Thank you.
Wolverines, unite. Bear, wallflower, bear. Should be a bull, but a small one. Bull. Never making use of your content. Worst trader ever. I know, Niels. I know. Ask Claude what you should do. Bear. Hi, I'm here. What's up, Nick? Quick Mobile says bear, bull. Wallflowers unite. Lurkers come out. They love you in secret. I know, dude. Listen, I can feel it. You know, we got 1,100 people watching this stream right now. You know, participate, guys. Do it now. Miguel, bull, fair point. Do I trade the Dow? That's like the boomer bat signal. Nasdaq still pushing up. We're at 727 too. Yeah, I said the Dow, boomers. I said it. Show up. The Dow's at 51,000. It looks good. Looks good. Thanks for the content, brother. I'll forever be a lurker. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate the lurkers.
I just think that's funny, acting like mentioning the Dow is like a duck call for boomers.
Yeah, it's their bat signal. It's their bat signal.
Yeah.
Nasdaq just broke highs of the day just now, guys. I'm still looking at news. It's hard for me to believe this is just trade balance data coming in slightly better than expected, influencing this. Estimates. Clark says Emirates sees oil prices coming back down to mid-60 to low 70s region. It's really hard for me to believe this is just from trade balance data. All these green candles showing up. What's up, Code? Update, we are still winning the Iran war. Calf? I have wheat calves. You know? Plastics? Nope. I know. I didn't get a pullback. I wanted it. I didn't get it. I wanted 705s. I'd have taken 705s. It's a trap. Beer's fair.
You mentioned your calves, John.
Dude, I got wheat calves, bro. I got wheat calves, dude. You know?
I got the calves of an Adonis, but I have the everything else of a couch potato.
Bro, I can work out my calves every day. Maybe not every day. Every other day. For years. They're still going to look puny, bro. I can't do anything. My wife's family, good calf genetics. You know, they've got like popping calves. You look at their calves, they're like, boom. You're like, damn, man, I wish I could have those calves. My
calves are popping.
My calves are weak as hell.
Smash a like for John and Britt. That's right, Violet. Thank you. Everybody smash the like button. We need it.
All right, now we're getting a pretty big pullback. I might buy this dip as long as it's not news driven here. As long as it's not news driven. I don't see any news. I kind of want to buy this now. Is this greed? We broke highs. Now we liquidity grab back down. I need more. I need 710s, 705s. I got to stick to my guns here with it. John, what's going to happen tomorrow? Hotter or cooler? I really don't know. Bear.
You sound like you have the body of a truck driver. You're right. I totally do.
All right, so we're down to 710s. I'm going to buy this here, right here. But this almost looks catalyst driven. I'm going to add more. We got a cushion on the day here. I believe we can retrace back up. It's just a weird drop, dude. Like the trade balance data made us pop this much. That's strange. That's strange. I don't see any other news on my feed at all. SpaceX IPOs fuels Tesla merger speculation. I got some size here, but it's not big size. Let me add maybe some more if we go green. Yeah, I mean, 830 may be moving markets from algorithms going on, and 830 from any economic data maybe, but again, trade balance data shouldn't make us move like that. It shouldn't.
U.S. economy teetering on edge of recession, warns Moody's chief economist.
Is it? What was it? What was GDP last time? I think it was like...
I don't know. I'm just reading what the chief economist said.
Oh, well, he sounds pretty legit, you know.
Yeah, Moody, whoever. Yeah,
Moody's. Bro, I swear, dude. Freaking, OBS bothers me sometimes. Like, my P&L thing. Like, if I turn the screen, like, if I go to a different browser, it will make my P&L thing, like, so small and tiny. I have to go redo my P&L thing so you guys can see it. Now we're still dropping here, though. I'm not really happy about this, guys. Let's see what happens, but I'm not really... I'm down. I am down. Oh, my goodness, I'm down. Okay, I'm going to sell. I don't like this at all now. It might bounce at 700s, but it looks catalyst-driven to me, no?
I don't know.
Maybe we're just moving, but... It's not small moves here, guys. It's not small moves. Weird. Okay, so Buffett indicator hits record 238%, flashing extreme market overvaluation warning. Yeah, that could be what this is. I see this news just come out here, guys. So the Buffett indicator hits record 238%, flashing extreme market overvaluation warning. Maybe that's scaring people out here. I'm not holding that.
I wonder if it's going to keep dropping on this news or if it's going to meet some support here.
Yeah. Yeah, but like we went up to all-time high, or not all-time highs. We went up to highs of the day. Liquidity grabbed all the way back down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a scary sign. That's a scary sign. John, you got to quit skipping leg day, bro. I don't skip leg day. Leave me alone.
See how you couldn't possibly ever skip leg day doing jiu-jitsu. I mean,
no, every day is like leg day in jiu-jitsu for sure.
Yeah.
I trained last night. Got triangle choked. Didn't feel good.
Your caps say something else.
Yeah, so it's a ratio. So the Buffett indicator is the total U.S. stock market value divided by U.S. GDP. All right, so the Buffett indicator, total stock market value divided by U.S. GDP. You take the entire combined value of every publicly traded company, usually measured by Wilshire 5K or similar broad index, and divide it by the total amount of annual economic output of the country, GDP, Warren Buffett popularized it in a 2001 Fortune article where he called it probably the best single measure of where valuations stand at any given moment. That's why his name got attached to it. And so GDP is how much actual economic activity the country produces. Historical ranges, under 75% means that we're undervalued. 75 to 90% means we're modestly undervalued. 90 to 115% say fairly valued. 115 to 135 is modestly overvalued. Above 135 means significant overvaluation. And above 200% is extreme overvaluation territory. And again, we're apparently at 238% in record-shattering territory. The previous all-time high peaks were the dot-com bubble, which peaked around 140 to 150 in 2000, and the 2021 meme stock peak around 200%. Yeah, but why are we just now getting this data? Shouldn't we have this data already? Why is this data just coming out? Does this make you guys nervous? Market doesn't really care that much, to be honest. We pulled back some here. But does this make you guys nervous? Problem with that indicator is the big companies now are not only U.S. income but global, so using U.S. GDP alone isn't a fair indicator. Yeah, that's true. But we're looking at the U.S. stock market, so. Do you believe we're in the wake of a big correction, guys? Not when you're shorting? Maybe I should have shorted here. It is the day before CPI, though. No, not a correction. Here, let me do another poll here. We did a poll about buying memory stocks. 69% say no. Let's do another poll here. Are we in the wake of a stock market correction? Yes or no? Vote on the poll. Let me know what you guys think. As long as limited to specific sectors, not too concerned. If Walmart hits 1,000 per share, be concerned. Yeah, look at this drop here, guys. So more big drops coming here. Look at this. Look at this. So we just dipped under, and I say it's a quick moving drop here, which makes me concerned about a catalyst. Right? Where's oil? Oil's not really moving that much, to be honest. But it is up in the last 5-6 minutes, but...
Yeah, but it's still down. It's still, what, a little bit below 90?
Yeah, where's MU and AMD and all that? They're dropping some, but not enough to drive this move down here. This might be just markets getting priced in. I think correction may come next year, wind down this year. Yeah, we did our poll here. Are we in the wake of a stock market correction? 51% say yes. Do you think the expectation for CPI is priced in? To a certain extent, yeah. And I think we might trend sideways today, but depends on what kind of news we get. Yeah, it really depends on what kind of news we get. I'm going to buy a coffee mug that says, "Where's oil?" Put my face on it. Put this face right here.
That was a funny one, Farmer.
Yeah, put this face on it right here.
Looks just like John for some reason.
It does look like John, but there's no beard, so it can't be John.
No, couldn't be.
Yeah, Bitcoin has fallen back down to 62.5s here. 62.5. So here's Bitcoin. Bitcoin has not been as reboundy as other names in finance right now. Bitcoin down to 62.5s. Put my calves on a coffee mug.
That would be hilarious. Also, that emoji or whatever looks like you from about 15 years ago.
It probably is, dude. Yeah, I don't know when I created that emoji. So it was a while ago. All right, so yeah, now we're in a big range here, but we are at the bottom end of this range. We're in the higher volume node though, so we got this high volume area, the volume profile. So anywhere around here, we could just chop. We're getting some swings though this morning, to be honest. Like, we're swingy here this morning.
You said we're swingy?
Yeah, we're swingy. Not that Britt, get your mind out the gutter, dude. Get your
No,
butt out
I
of
just
bed.
I was just thinking that's an amazing technical term.
Oh, it's definitely swingy today. You know, if I was describing this to a Fortune 500 CEO, that's how I describe it, as swingy today. You know,
Yeah.
because that's what we do. That's what we do. Yeah, we're in a big range though. I don't know what I want to do here. It's the day before CPI, so swing. Wayne's World. Yeah. Big chop. I wouldn't like to be Michael Saylor or Tom Lee Saylor's unrealized loss of 11.14 billion. That's chump change.
It probably has the body of a Greek god. You're right. It's just Dionysus.
Yeah. Yeah, jobs were okay, but we'll see what PPI shows. What's the PPI expectation for tomorrow here? I don't know how to trade this. I'm probably down a little bit on the day, but not by much. But PPI expected Thursday at 0.7%. Remember, last time was a shocking print for PPI. Last time for PPI, we showed up at 1.4, which was crazy. Nasdaq didn't like it. And so CPI expected tomorrow at 4 point something year over year, and then PPI on Thursday. Last time was 1.4. It's expected at 0.7 though, so it is expected to go down or to slow down relative to last time. What's your method of waking up in the morning? Dude, I just wake up. Set an alarm.
My method is groaning and rolling out of bed when I don't want to.
Yeah, I set an alarm, dude, and I'm just up, you know? WKSP says CEO received 79,618 shares of common stock at 62 cents a share. JP Morgan upgrades EM currencies to overweight. Tech companies raise billions in stock and debt sales. Buffett indicator hits record 238. Do you just nap in the day? Sometimes. I like a good nap. I'm old enough where I think I can enjoy a nap, you know.
I'm a bad napper. Whenever I lay down to try to nap, I'm gonna wake up in an hour and a half at the most. I wake up like 4 hours later, feeling like terrible.
Yeah, I feel like you just got taste. You're like, what? What's going on?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, it happens. You're like, I'm just gonna take an hour or two nap feels good. A 4 hour nap feels terrible, you know. And then I can't sleep.
Me either.
Is the VIX moving? Yeah, the VIX should be heading up short term though, but down maybe over the last 5 minutes. Yeah, that's right. It's still at 18s though.
All that said, I'm definitely going to try to take a nap after this is over.
Yeah, I'm already at the point where I can wake up without a nap. Or without an alarm. Usually I wake up about 10 minutes before my alarm goes off, honestly. Like I would say my alarm wakes me up maybe 30% of the time. Maybe.
For me, it's between like half an hour to an hour, and I'm so mad when I wake up an hour before I have to.
Yeah. Yeah, but that happens a lot too.
Yeah, it does. And she's coming through loud and clear. Oh, okay. Yeah, but he's also pretty young.
Sorry, I'm muted. What I said is that... Sorry, guys, I'm talking. I'm sorry, guys, I'm sorry. What I was going to say is that I'm a morning person. And so I'm bouncing off the walls in the morning, driving everybody in my house crazy. And the rest of my house, at least my daughter and my wife, are not like that at all. Like, they are like, hey, I want to slowly wake up and nobody bother me. I'm like, hey, I'm up, guys. Let's go do stuff, you know? And so I'm a morning person, but
I need like 30 or 45 minutes to shake it off, and then I'm good.
Yeah, I'm 30, 45 minutes. That's way too long, bro. Way too long.
No, that's not too long. I gotta cycle up. you know.
It's
And
too
then
much.
I'm up and I'm buoyant and jovial and fun to be around. But if you mess with me before that, I'm mean and angry and try to swat you away from me.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. If I give me 3 minutes, I'm pretty happy after I wake up. Like I might lay in bed for like 2-3 minutes. I'm up, dude. I'm up. You should have said you just done the giveaway. The winner is Brit, guys. The winner is Brit.
I win.
Hey, what's up, Dan? Yeah, Universal Code trades Forex. I like futures a little bit more. And speaking of that, I don't think I've done a plug all day. So, guys, listen. If
Now
you
it's
want to
time
help,
for one.
I know it is. If you want to help support your boy here in this channel, check out Apex. Apex sale ends pretty freaking soon. Right now in Apex, you can get 5 accounts of the cheapest accounts. If you want cheap accounts and you're learning prop firms, $85 will get you 5 accounts on Apex right now. End of day trail is better, so it doesn't follow you up. So if you select the end of day trail option, $35 accounts, very cheap. You just got to use coupon code BGT. They also have no activation fee model. So if you would choose to pay an activation fee or not, you can do that as well. Really good offering. You can buy them in bulk now as well. The sale ends in 1 day. Use coupon code BGT. Most day traders lose money, guys. So if you fund your own account, thousands of dollars, you're probably losing. Let's just be honest here. I did. Most people I know did. So this kind of lets you have like a middle ground between just a base paper account, which doesn't teach you anything about psychology and emotions, and real money accounts. If you win, you can take payouts. And yeah, it's a great way to learn. You can also use that on Lucid, Tradeify, Take Profit Trader, and Apex, and Trade Day, and more. Yeah, so use coupon code BGT at checkout. Great way to help support the channel here. We appreciate it. And yeah.
For support, use the coupon code. Thank you.
Yeah. We keep everything free here. We don't sell a course or anything like that. So it's a great way to help support the channel. Let me know real quick, guys. Let me know real quick. What does BGT stand for? It definitely doesn't stand for beginner trading. Let me know what you think BGT stands for. It's not beginner trading.
Stop using big words for what big words did I use? I mean, I know you're joking, but I didn't use any big words. I have a terribly limited vocabulary.
Britt, stop yelling at Bruce, dude. Stop yelling at Bruce, bro. He's my jiu-jitsu friend here, dude. He's my jiu-jitsu friend.
I'm yelling at him, you know? Taking
Stop.
pot shots at me for using big words.
Stop yelling at Bruce, Britt. Stop it. Yeah.
Bone and gristle trading. I kind of like that one.
All right, guys. Nasdaq's headed up. Look, so far, I'm just going to put it out there. I told you guys we might range heading into the opening bell. We are ranging heading into the opening bell. CPI inflation data prints tomorrow. 8:30. I think markets might be a little nervous ahead of this. Treasury signal Fed might need higher rates. U.S. Treasury markets are pushing back against expectation of rate cuts. 2-year yield rising over 4.1%. Pricing in potential rate hikes as soon as October. Traders say strong economic data and persistent inflation risk suggest policy may no longer be restrictive. It's steepened concerns that the Fed under Warsh is behind the curve. Markets are nervous, but the Nasdaq is starting to jump up here. It looks like this is memory rebounding some. AMD is moving up a little bit. SanDisk is as well. Brit's got talent. Brit's great trading.
He does.
Big green transformation. Mo, I'm not even going to say that one. Brit's great trading. Britain's got talent. My last name is London, so I'm assuming you're talking about me. And when you say Britain, I feel like I might be from Louisiana. But I represent London here today, you know? Last name's London. I feel like they're looking at me and they're like, you know, yes, I see you, you know? I know. Listen. It's an honor to represent England. It's an honor.
Hey, we should start our own like buddy cop detective series called Britain London.
Yeah, that's right. No, NFP data is always on Friday, Vish. So NFT data comes out on Friday. All right, so we're starting to head back up some.
I'm still shocked that Brit was swearing yesterday. I'm shocked about it too, man.
Did Brit swear yesterday?
He did, remember, briefly, and he was very embarrassed about it.
Yeah, I heard that.
Very contrite.
Yeah, I know. I can feel that.
And as far
you're
as
getting a little
Brit got
testy.
tamales,
Yeah, you're getting a little testy.
Yeah.
You know.
I am, dude. You can feel it.
Yeah.
As far as Brit's got tamales, I wish I had tamales. I love tamales.
I'm not a big tamale guy. I love Mexican food though. You know, like I live in Texas, and I every time my family's like, hey, what do y'all want to eat? I'm always like, hey, let's get Mexican. And usually they're like, no.
I'm always down for that. I love Mexican food.
It's great. Best food in the world.
Me and John are kindred spirits, though. You know, like we both love birria tacos and other stuff. You know,
I love birria tacos, dude. All right, Nasdaq is starting to rip up. We're at 710s here, though. 710s.
Any reason for it?
Nvidia CEO backs QCOM, tells investors to buy the stock.
Oh.
It's not really driving it. I think this is just memory plays bouncing back. SanDisk is back over 700. Redbook showed up at 9.1%. So Redbook did show up at 9.1%.
JP Morgan sees more upside for U.S. stocks as earnings power bull market.
This is what like analysts and banks do, though, bro. Like some of these guys are like, "Hey guys, it's the end of the world. Market's overextended, sell down." And then others are like, "Hey guys, this is just a small blip in the bull action. You know, buy now." And so you don't know what to do here. But these are mostly memory plays bouncing back. We are getting closer to the highs, though. Oil's not really reacting, so it's not geopolitics related. Nvidia is moving back up. So is SanDisk. So is MU right now. So I think it's just them. AVGO is also pushing back up. It's at 402s right now. I was Brit's trucker mouth that came out. Yeah, it was. All right, guys, it's almost 9 o'clock here. So let's see if we get some volatility from 9 a.m. Redbook showed up at 9.1%. Previous was 9%. But Nasdaq, there's 9 o'clock here. Look at the orders go through and look at the high of the day break at 9 o'clock. So there's 9 o'clock. Orders might have gone through here because we are jumping up. We're at 736s, 730s. So we just jumped over highs of the day, and then we liquidity grabbed again. This is the third one where we jump up and then liquidity grab. I still kind of want to buy this one, though. I did get trapped in the last one. But fool me once, shame on you. If you get fooled, you can't get fooled again. Guys, it's my...
I think I'm going to take one contract.
I think it's a little too late, though. We've already retraced back up there.
I don't care.
Yeah, I think I'm a little late. I'll buy one right here, but not really happy about it. It's one of those ones where I'm like, I'm going to buy it, and I'm not really feeling good about it.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe that's a sign. I'll take 2 here and then leave it. Try to fix my average a little bit. I think I bought it a little bit too early. I think there's not enough meat on the move. And look, I'll put this up here. Oh, y'all can see this. Okay, good. Do I scale into some size here now? We're flat on the trade. I think I do. It's very small though here. We're working on building up our cushion on the day. The draft agreement has been sent to the U.S. side for review with confirmation that the draft is preliminary and accepted to the U.S. administration, according to Sky News Arabia, citing sources here. If market interprets this late, like I just got this news. This is the 9 a.m. market volatility here. I did get this news just now though.
I think it might cause a push back up.
Maybe. I think maybe this was the move up that we originally got, though. So unless the market's interpreted as late. I've been getting trapped in these highs all day, though. I'll give it one more second, but I'm not really loving this at all. Maybe markets interpret this as late, but I did see this news just drop.
Oh,
okay, there it is. Yeah, we did get a delayed response here. I'm gonna take half off and just protect the trade. A little bit too sketchy. All right, cool, man. We just went up to highs again. Don't retrace. Keep pushing.
Up it. Go.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm willing it to go up, you know?
Yeah. I think this news is kind of influencing it. Let me see when this news came out. I think this news came out. Yeah, draft agreement has been sent to the American side for its review with confirmation that the draft is prelim acceptable to the American administration. So we did get a delayed response. Market News interpreted it about 30 seconds after I covered it here, guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. But I think market's also getting numb to stuff like this, though. I don't think the market is pricing it in like it used to. Like a few weeks ago, this might make the market jump. Like big. Now it's hit or miss. Markets are getting a little numb to it.
I just used that green candle to get out of my position with I made a few bucks, but mostly I just didn't lose money, which was the point or the goal at that point.
Yeah, I mean I sold at around the top up here too, which is good. I mean I'm still in one micro, but I'll hold this break even now.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we can keep pushing up though with one little baby micro.
Can you describe Brit so we have a better picture of who we're listening to? Just think Phantom of the Opera. It's me.
Brit's an angry video gamer.
I am.
Oh wait, this is also real quick. This is Broadcom. Moving up here. Broadcom's private cloud outlook 2026 reveals an AI tipping point as production inference shifts decisively to private cloud. So this is Broadcom news as well, guys. I'm just now seeing it. The war's already over, even if it ends in October. Yeah. Yeah, I'm reading this news. The AI experimentation phase is over, and the private cloud is where enterprise AI workloads are being deployed for security and scale. Key findings from the report include 56% of enterprises are running or planning to run production AI inferencing on private cloud, while public cloud use for the same workloads dropped 15 percentage points year over year from 56 to 41. The biggest new demands being placed on enterprise IT by AI are data protection and privacy, 37%, and security and control, 36%. For the first time, cost has overtaken security as the number one public cloud concern, rising from 26% in 2025 to 31% in 2026. 97% of IT leaders believe some of their public cloud spend is wasted, and 52% estimate that waste exceeds 25% of their total public cloud budget. Okay, so we did break highs again.
Yeah, but I'm just worried it's going to just trace back down again.
Yeah, I mean, it's reasonable to worry about that. I just got to remember to... There we go.
And maybe I was wrong.
I'm going to sell right here. I'm going to get out right here. I'm going to get rid of my stop. Green on the day. Nicely green now. Yeah, you can see a lot of this is Broadcom related here, so... You can see Broadcom jump on this news. It kind of retraced back down. It didn't really hold. It's a mix of the deal news with Broadcom. Draft agreement been sent to the American side for review, and then Broadcom news. What's up, Tiny? Hey, good morning. Yeah, green or red so far today? Are you guys green or red? I'm green, I think.
Green so far, but not by much.
Yeah, we're green. We're nicely green. All right, so looking at the chat. Green, green, very green, waiting on open, red, green, I'm green. Red tomorrow on hot CPI. Hey, later, Sam. Have a great day, brother.
Later, Sam.
Why you still put Pal's picture for your live? You should put Warsh. He's coming out after the Fed meeting next week. Oil's starting to fall down a little bit on the news too, on the agreement news, but again, I think markets are starting to care less. We've heard so much back and forth around a deal that nobody cares anymore. They're not gonna believe it until it's finalized. I'm not biased, just reading and profiting. Yeah, I mean that's markets. What are your thoughts for tomorrow? I don't know, man. It depends on what we show. Yeah, CPI is expected at 4.2% headline year over year. 4.2%. It's not a small reading. Yeah, so it's expected to be somewhat hot. We don't know how hot it's going to be, but... Deal is a deal, talks are talks. Yeah, we've just heard so much back and forth. Markets are getting, and you know, they're it's diluted. You know, we've heard so much talk about a deal that markets don't believe it now. Even when they're like, "Oh, a deal is imminent," markets don't care. Not really. I mean, they react some, but not like they did last few weeks. Oil is starting to fall down though. Look.
Yeah. Down what, 30 cents?
Yeah, it's down to 89s.
Yeah.
Are you buying SpaceX? I use a bunch of different sources for news. Look at oil dip. Thank you. Love you. Thank you. All right. I love you. Yeah. That last song that was playing, I felt like Batman in here doing serious stuff. This one kind of changes it up a little bit. Oil's still breaking down here. Nasdaq still pushing to highs. We're green.
It's been kind of...
I love you too. I love you guys like a cat that just shows up at my house and doesn't leave, you know. You know what I mean? We make them stay outside, but like, you know, we might feed them sometimes. Hey, what's up, Mike? Feed me.
Feed me, Seymour.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a Little Shop of Horrors reference.
Is that a Tom Green reference? Toxic? The Kick by Dog? Don't do it, Britt. Don't do the accent. Don't do it.
What?
No, you don't remember?
That. Yeah, no, I wasn't going to.
That's an old school internet video that everybody's seen.
Yeah,
you know?
That was funny, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Just love how you immediately assumed I was gonna say something.
All right, so I did see news that a Palestinian official says factions and mediators are studying the possibility of issuing a statement this evening regarding the developments. What does that even mean? Palestinian officials say factions and mediators are studying the possibility of issuing a statement this evening regarding the developments. I want to say that's good.
It's like saying we're going to field a committee to, research the option of possibly forming a subcommittee. Like it's not saying anything. It's word salad.
Right. Yeah. I'm considering the possibility, in studying deeply the possibility that I might update you guys on stuff later today, guys, is what I'm saying. I don't know if markets are reacting to this though. Nvidia back up to 209.70s. 209.70s. Maybe the only good news is that maybe they're talking about a deal here. Like maybe they're going to update us on a potential deal getting done. House Speaker Johnson is going to meet with the president apparently. Apple's new offerings include improved flyover views and local lists in Apple Maps, flexible sharing options. Yeah, Apple has not been doing well today just because people are disappointed in the WWDC conference with Apple. Less AI centered than a lot of people expected them to be. A lot of people expected them to really deeply pivot into AI during this conference, and they just didn't. And so now, markets reacted negatively here.
Maybe it's about all the Jeep recalls from Chrysler.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
No,
I like Jeeps.
Me too, but they are recalling 1.08 million Jeep Wranglers and Gladiators due to fire risks, apparently.
Honestly, Jeeps have always... Look, allegedly, Jeeps have always been kind of sketchy. They're really top-heavy, too,
There was a while where they made really I mean, I'm not saying they don't still. I'm just saying they made really great cars for a pretty reasonable price, but they're just like, they're so overhyped now. Like, I could never see myself paying that much money for one.
I mean, I'd get one, but they've not really, I don't know. They're cool.
I mean, I know this is neither here nor there. It's just, you know.
Yeah. They're going quantum. This dip kind of looks like a reasonable dip to buy, but we are getting back into that range that we were in all morning, so I don't necessarily trust it here. We're green on the day. What time is it? Okay, we got 17 minutes left until the opening bell.
The guarantee to fall apart after 5 years. I don't know. I don't know about Jeep specifically, but I think they are. But a lot of vehicle makers are going back to inline sixes, and those things run forever.
Yeah, here, I'm going to, unless this is catalyst driven, I'm going to buy this dip right here.
All right. You do you, John.
Yeah, we just dipped enough. It's very small. I'll add to it if it goes in my favor here, but we're already green on the day. I'm trying not to take too much risk ahead of the open, but also, guys, Tradeify is apparently running a flash sale, and it ends tonight. It's 40% off all accounts, including directive funded here for Tradeify. And Tradeify has got some cheap directive funded accounts already here, so it's 40% off, including directive funded here for Tradeify. So you look at Tradeify here. You can get the select 25 account, $71. $71. The Lightning instant funded, $224 for the base one. Pretty cheap for a directive funded 25K account. It'll give you $1,000 drawdown. You can use 1 mini or 10 micros, 20% consistency. 150K is $500. It's pretty cheap too. Give you a $5,250 drawdown and more. So if you want to check it out, they got a flash sale going on right now. 50% or 40% off. 40% off. I'll put the link up if you want to help support the channel here. All right, I'm in this trade. I'm down a little bit, but it's a very small trade. I don't trust it enough to really take any big size, to be honest here. Also, I'm going to put it in sub-only mode, so subscribe. I've had numerous people get mad about using POW in the thumbnail, but dude, listen. That's my way. You know? I'm going to put it in sub-only mode now.
Y'all get mad about something like that, I think you're kind of making a mountain out of a molehill.
I feel like it's the same person creating a bunch of different accounts for whatever reason. They must just not have anything else to do.
Maybe they just really hate Jerome Powell.
Yeah, maybe, man.
Like, what did Jerome do to you?
Yeah, we got... Yeah, we have...
a shade like this.
We have 250 likes, so you just got to refresh it, Fender. Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have done it, and I did it anyway. And now I'm down. I'll see about 705s, but I'll cut it if it breaks underneath there.
Ike Melts. Honestly, I saw that name and just immediately wanted a patty melt from Waffle House.
I've never had that.
Oh, it's so good. It's really bad for you, just like everything else at Waffle House, most likely. But it's delicious.
It's still probably better than some of the stuff I eat on a regular basis.
I mean, probably. It's all the Lunchables, John, I'm telling you.
I haven't had a Lunchable, bro. It's been years. Years and years since I've had a Lunchable. I still have fond memories of them, though.
Okay, toaster strudels. Whatever.
Toaster strudels. I haven't had one of them in years either. As I've gotten older, I've tried to be healthy. I'm not always good at it, but I've tried.
Says the guy who eats mostly Mexican and barbecue.
No, that's absolutely true. Honestly, we had this place down the street, this barbecue place down the street. Very good barbecue. I'm not going to say the name of it. And I would DoorDash this place over and over and over again, like multiple times a week. It got to the point where they shut down one day. They closed. They sold their restaurant. And I genuinely thought that they just turned off my calls. I thought they turned off me and DoorDash. They were like, that guy, John, we don't have time to make all that guy's orders here. All right, I'm going to cut it right here. So I literally thought I made them block me because I ordered from them so much. I love brisket.
I mean, I would not have been surprised, like, if they turned you off, like, man, this guy's going to, like, sue us for, like, cholesterol issues or something. We got to stop giving him food.
Yeah. I try, guys. I try. I'm not good at it, but
Brett, the more you talk about stuff like that, the more I know you're a trucker. No, I'm not a trucker, dude. Honest, I'm just a blue collar, regular dude who loves to eat Waffle House and things of that nature. I just don't anymore because I'm 38 and my body just can't take it.
Jim Cramer says satellite data centers are happening. Apparently, for Jim Cramer, satellite data centers are happening.
Oh, dude, they're 100% happening. I don't know how long it'll take, but it's going to happen.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying that. I think even Burry said that underwater data centers make a lot more sense than space. The Nasdaq is starting to turn back down here, though. Look. So, still in a range. A lot of fake outs today. We are green on the day, but not by a lot. Okay, it's a bubble.
Whether it's underwater or space, like you're just trading out one set of complications for another. So, I mean, they're probably equally viable, honestly. Water pressure is a lot harder to deal with than people think about.
Yeah, it depends on how deep, though. It depends on how deep.
Yeah, it does.
You know?
Absolutely, you're right about that.
Yeah, so Nvidia's fallen back down. It's under 209.50s now. SanDisk also pulled back slightly. Where's MU? Broadcom also went up a lot on this news, and now it's starting to fade back down. And MU, a lot of people thought it would break 1,000, and it got up to 999.70s, and now it's back at 990s. So, yeah, bull or bear at the opening bell. We did a poll earlier that said, are we in the wake of a stock market correction? 61% say yes, we are. 39% say no. So, just thinking about it, underwater might be easier to manage, obviously, since it's closer. But I don't know. Also, guys, give your boy a follow on x.com. We are honestly growing a lot. If you have not followed me on x.com, you're missing out. We post this morning market brief daily where we detail everything. Geopolitics, where futures are, different stuff that happened overnight, where stocks are, memory sector, Nvidia Rubin, Jensen Huang quotes, large caps worth watching, Apple, Nvidia, Google, Meta, AVGO, Tesla, Verizon, Lululemon. Chinese trade data came out. We would look at where the dollar index is at. The Bank of Japan reportedly preparing to hike 25 basis points. The trade setups for the day and more here. And then we post this beautiful poster right here. Look at this thing. No better poster in markets right now. Give me a follow on x.com at Beginner Trades. Here's the link. Give your boy a follow. Heart the post here, helping gain some steam. We've been growing a lot, but there's the page right there. Thanks so much for the follows, guys. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. We're very appreciative. I love that poster, John. Honestly, the poster is really the real reason I started coming on here.
Yeah, no, listen. I knew you would. I knew you would. So market on open data drops in 5 minutes, but look at the Nasdaq jump here. We're at 712s. 712s. Any free gift? What kind of gift are you looking for, bro? Bitcoin ETH. Yeah, Bitcoin still, I mean, look. It hasn't really moved down much since I first looked at it this morning. Hold on, look at this candle. But Bitcoin is ignoring the rest of the market. Market's rebounding today. Bitcoin is not. Bitcoin is not. But we got another big green move here. Hey, shout out to Leroy, my guy. Thank you, brother. Crypto Visions, thanks for the follow. Khalid, my guy. Thanks so much. Jobin. Is Jobin?
Dude, I know that.
Well, Jobin, it's I love you, man.
Yeah.
I was going to say I love you, man. My daughter and I joke about some quotes from I Love You, Man a lot. We just watched it. But shout out to Jobin. Thanks for, yeah.
Later on the Minjay.
Later's on the Minjay. That's right. Yeah.
No, but genuinely, in terms of the like the news drop every morning, like it is a very good, balanced information drop. I mean, I think gives a lot of people really good talking points for the rest of their day. It makes you sound really smart to all your friends. It makes you sound like you know stuff.
Right. Listen, you can learn it, know what's going on in markets, and we post it before the open. Or we post it before we start the stream. Hey, thank you, Beckett. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So, you know, if you appreciate the vital information drop that John puts together for you guys every morning, show the love. You know, hit the like button, follow us on X, and join the Discord.
I'm turning Brett into a marketer over here. I'm turning him into a marketer.
I'm a natural salesman.
I might start charging you for coming on stream, dude. I might. You know.
Okay, hey, you know, I mean, like, I would be willing to pay, like, tens of dollars for that.
Yeah, Bitcoin is actually fading down, though. Look at Bitcoin. As I say that, Bitcoin's down. It's been unreactive. And this is probably from yields, guys. It's probably from yields. Yields being higher, jobs being stronger, heading into inflation data. If we get CPI higher than expected tomorrow, Markets are going to get really nervous, I think. Markets are going to be very nervous if CPI comes in higher than expected. We'll see, though. We'll see. Yeah, look at Bitcoin drop. It almost looks frozen. Nasdaq's still bouncing at the 200 EMA, though. We're in a slight upward trend. You can kind of see the trend here heading into the opening bell. Like, we're in a slight upward trend. It's not a super steep one. The range is still very large. And there's a lot of uncertainty. But we are green on the day in most indices this morning. Does this oil dip help tomorrow's CPI? What do you mean help? Do you think, I mean, oil going down like right now is not going to influence last month's CPI report. Yeah, so I really don't know. Oil going down is not going to influence it in that way, you know. Bitcoin fading though, under 62,300s now. Yeah, higher lows. We're definitely in a slightly upward trend heading into the open here, though.
Say it with me. No, I'm okay.
All right, guys. We have the market on open data drops in less than a minute. We'll see what that looks like. I don't know. People dislike Jerome Powell. I don't hate him like that. I think people get really political, and I'm not super political. But, like, Jerome Powell seemed pretty balanced. People get mad because of all the stuff going on politically with him. But he seemed fairly balanced. You know,
it's like, you can disagree with somebody's positions and opinions and things like that. But, like, that doesn't make me dislike somebody as a person, you know?
Well, it's not even as a person. Like, I think Jerome Powell cut interest rates. He cut them at the end of last year. He cut them at the end of the year before that, you know. And so he typically looks to cut at the end of the year. He would look to cut at the end of the year. Sometimes it was 50, 75, 100 basis points, but he was pretty balanced regardless of who was president. And so people get mad, but again, I'm not really super political. There's the market on open data here, guys. So let's see if we jump. I don't know if I'm going to miss him. I don't necessarily disagree with Warsh either. Just to show you guys I'm not being political. I don't necessarily disagree with Warsh's stance in regards to quantitative easing and money printing being the most inflationary thing that we see versus just basic rate cuts. I think we can cut interest rates as long as they don't print super aggressively. Inflation's not going to be that much of a risk outside of the current environment, though. I think the current environment is, you know, it's risky to cut rates right now just because of everything going on. But all right, oil's starting to dip down, though, here on the market on open data. Oil's about to crack the low of the day here. Oil's down to 88.60s here. Look at oil.
And I agree with you, but I think I appreciate anybody who's willing to pivot on new information and not be stubborn.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, maybe straight jacket. I don't know. Space is way colder. No, for sure. What's up, Fibby?
Yeah.
I still got to get you on the stream, Fibby. I'm not trying to ignore you. You as well, Universal Code. Honestly, it's been one thing after another, dude. But I'm going to get you guys on here, as long as you still want to. All right, guys. We have 3.5 minutes until the opening bell. 3.5 minutes. I guess the only question to really ask right now is bull or bear for the open here.
Yeah, honestly, Femi, I'm kind of with you. I was thinking about the cooling issue.
Yeah.
But if we're going to go there, space is even colder than that, so.
Yeah, so again, we are back up to 711s here. Oil did just tap lows for a split second here before it bounced back higher here. Hit 88.60s just now. Yeah, chat, are you bullish or bearish right now heading into the opening bell? Did I do a poll? 60% of you guys think we are in the wake of a stock market correction here. Bear, bull. Market trying to lure people in. Japan wreaking havoc on the dollar index. Yeah, by raising rates. Isn't Japan thinking about raising rates? Yeah, so there's pressure on the Bank of Japan to raise. Bull, bear, depends. Nasdaq still respecting trend. Hate to say it, but bear. The way you make the question influences the poll. Are we in the wake of a stock market correction? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that influences it. Maybe it does. Inflation was transitory. Yeah. How about the cooling and rating issue? Bitcoin will revisit 59/100s. I got in on the Friday dip in cash. I suspect another dip is incoming. Yeah, Nasdaq's getting close to the highs here. Oil's still breaking down here. What do we have? A minute and a half left. Let's see what the opening bell brings us. The inflation from 2020 hasn't even fully hit yet. Yeah, we're up to 722s right now. Strong level for oil. Bitcoin's fading down here. Hey, shout out to NM. You're giving me a daily donation, NM. Thanks for the Nasdaq chart. Looks like a dead cat bounce on the day. Yeah, I mean, let's look at it. Thank you for the donation, my friend. Here's the daily chart. Yeah, from this big drop that we saw. This is from NFP and Friday's chaos, though. It could be a dead cat bounce, but we've already filled, what, like over 50% of that gap down? So maybe. But maybe not. We'll see. I appreciate the donation, my friend. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I see UNH on the big run today. I do see that.
That was funny, Straight Jacket.
All right, guys, here we go. Opening bell in 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Oh. All right, there's the opening bell, guys. There's the opening bell. All right, Nasdaq fell real quick at the open, though. Look at this drop. It doesn't mean anything. Sometimes the first move is the wrong move, but look at the bears getting here in the open. It's not necessarily a huge move relative to the pre-market action, but we are dropping so far here. AVGO has filled the gap. MU just dropped a lot at the opening bell, too. It's down to 980s. It doesn't mean anything yet, but we do have bearishness going into the opening here. All right, we just retraced. This is why I watch the 200 exponential here, guys. I use it as a reward target and as a buy zone sometimes. Like, we got out of our short here, and now we went right down to the 200 exponential on a 1 minute chart and bounced here. So we'll see if we retrace some of this downward action so far at the opening bell. I do have to wait 5 minutes, 4 minutes. But a lot of these drops so far at the open are from memory plays here, except for SanDisk actually moving up. MU moved down, though. AMD is moving down at the opening bell. NVIDIA is actually moving up, though. NVIDIA is at 211. This is what's ultimately driving some of this retracement on the Nasdaq is NVIDIA. Rebounding at the opening bell here. Let's see what we get, though. It's too early for me to trade. The laughing song? Just because you follow me on X, bro. You follow me on X, I got you.
So benevolent, John.
I know, dude. I'm such a great guy. I know. I gotta find it, though. I don't even know where it's at right now. Sorry, I just accidentally backed out and logged out of my music platform here. I don't know where to, All right, look at this drop. Nasdaq's still falling down. Here. Nasdaq falling at the open. There's the red. Nike just pushed up. AVGO filled the whole gap, though, and NVIDIA turned all the way back down and went red since the opening bell. So we're getting some red action. What time is it? I can't trade yet. I got to wait a couple minutes, but... yeah, we are red right now. Huh. Now we're retracing back up. All right, so we popped back higher here. This is the high volume area of the volume profile, though. So let's see if the shorts continue here. We are green on the day, but only slightly. I do have to wait some time before I trade this, in all honesty. Chop fest, I'm staying out. Yeah, we've been in a big range, but sideways, and it is the day before CPI inflation data. So the day before CPI, Nike has popped back higher here, though. Nvidia continues to fall. It's under 210s. Oil is down on the day, though, and just cracked lows, but the market and oil are almost following each other. SanDisk is actually up since the bell. AMD is down, though. Nvidia is down. MU is down. So this is tech fading down a little bit here. I'm sure, is the Dow going up right now? Yes. Still dropping pretty big here. Look at this drop. The red is taking over in markets. We're at the bottom of the range, though, so I gotta wait until we cleanly break under it and then maybe bounce. We're moving pretty quickly down, though. Look at this drop. Whoa. Maybe market's getting priced into a high CPI print. I'm short right now. Maybe this is a greedy short, but I'm in small. We'll add to it. I might add a little bit more on the bounce. All right, like I said, we're going to add to this here. See if we start to flush more. The bears seem in control right now. There we go. That's better. All right. I'm going to take one off. It's not really my style of trade. I'll make my P&L larger so y'all can see it, but we're kind of flat. I'm just seeing if we break down a lot at the open. We already took one off. Pretty big bounce back up, though. Back in the high volume node, here's the problem for the volume profile, to be honest. I could add to it, but we might just, yeah, this is what I was worried about. I gotta cut it and wait now. See, this is why the volume profile is important. I kind of ignored it on that last trade. Look at all this high volume area here. So we might chop in this area. We pull a green to red move, or a red to green move. I might buy this too. So, oh. Here, Britt, hold it down for a second.
Oh, okay, I was in trade, but well, everybody, just as an update, I'm losing a ton of money, so you know. Jesus.
All right, guys, look at this market rebound here. Again, we do agree to red move. I'm buying here, but I think there also might be range today. Nvidia is what's driving this. Nvidia bounced back to 210s. So Nvidia popped back higher here. Yeah, oil's moving kind of weird. Oil's following the Nasdaq to a certain extent today. But so far, we're just in a big range here ahead of CPI data. I'm tempted to buy, but we're kind of in the middle, so I gotta wait. I'm trading NQ futures, Nasdaq futures, gold maybe. All right, I'm getting greedy and I'm buying this dip. We'll add more down to 700s. Use a risk level slightly under the 200 EMA if we can. We don't even have time to. Let me see. You said you're losing money, Britt?
Oh, I lost a bunch of money.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't copy me trading the open because I can get in and out like quick.
I wasn't copying you. I just...
All right, we're back up to highs.
Misjudged.
Yeah, it happens, brother. It's the opening bell. It's volatile.
Yeah, but it's one of the things that makes me want to beat my head against the desk.
What is... Are they playing music? Are they... Okay.
Apparently, I'm not only an angry gamer, I'm an angry trader.
Are you an angry trader? It correlates. If you get mad at video games, you're deaf. This is like an adult video game right here.
Yeah.
assuming this is gonna get balled up here, but let's see. It might just whip me. We'll see. But
Yeah, I lost like $400.
buyers, I need you to step in right here. There's 700s like I wanted. All right, I'm gonna sell some of this, dude. I don't like it at all. Okay. It is not holding at all. All right, I cut some more.
There's a road rager. I do get angry in traffic, but like never confrontational. And I appreciate the advice, Darius. I don't really get emotional during the trade, just after when I think about how badly I screwed up.
Yeah, well, this is just a big range but sideways action. And I told you guys I was going to trade ranges today, but I got to wait now. It's just too difficult to. I don't think this dip looks bad at the 200 EMA now, though. Like right here, but it's really whippy right now. So
You can't get angry in traffic unless you're also confrontational. That's not true.
yeah, memory is. No, I was just gonna say memory is pulling back a little bit, but it's starting to bounce. MU pulled back at the open. SanDisk is doing a little bit better than MU is. SanDisk is up to 1730s.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah,
look at that.
We're whipping back and forth. The fast moving markets right now. I gotta wait until at this point in time until we get past some of this opening range here.
But no, you can absolutely get angry and not be confrontational. I get mad and I cuss, but I don't like flip people off or anything like that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the Truflation update. Alright, so now we're back down to the bottom of the range. Big range here. I should have attacked range like I said this morning.
Well, apparently you tried to tell yourself, John, that you just didn't listen.
Yeah, look at this red. Are we down right now on the day? Let me see. Oh, we're not down that much, bro. We're basically flat on the day. Okay. I thought I was down more than this. I'm tempted to short, but every time I've shorted down here, we've gotten faked out. And that looks to be the case right now. Intuit Management reiterated confidence in a mid-teens plus EPS growth in the year ahead, raised fiscal year guidance. I need a breakdown under like 650 here before we start to get bearish, and I need it to hold under 650 for a period of time first too. I need to get past this node on the volume profile before I take any more. It is the day before CPI, so again, a lot of the times the day before CPI we get chop. It might be big range chop, but we get rangy price action a lot of the time. So I guess the big question is bull or bear today, guys.
I don't know about that. Just angry.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like super mad. I'm just disappointed. But
Woody, how much did you lose?
Let me get back. No, exactly. A lot, but $402.
Oh, so you're now red on the account.
Oh, I'm still not red on the account.
Oh, well, nice, dude. So you're fine, bro. You're fine, dude.
Yeah. I just every time I make progress, I seem to lose it. You know, that's all. It's just frustrating.
Yeah. But honestly, for you still to be trading your first eval ever is pretty good. Look at SanDisk, guys. SanDisk got 738, 740s almost. It's driving the Nasdaq back higher here as well. Some of the memory plays are rebounding. Existing home sales, yeah, in 18 minutes. We'll see. I'm not. What do they expect it at? Oh. I don't know what that was.
What?
No, they started rapping.
Oh.
All right, so I'm looking at existing home sales. They're expected at 4.07 million. Last time was 0.2%. But yeah, we're getting back close to the highs here. Memory plays are rebounding here. SanDisk is partly to blame for it, though. AVGO has popped back up. NVIDIA's kind of lagging behind it. And MU is starting to rebound back up. So memory plays are starting to bounce back here. All right, look, we just tapped highs of the day. We are over highs of the day now. Starting to move up here. We're at 750s now, 750s. AVGO has popped all the way back up to 4.04. Hey, shout out to all the follows here, man. Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate the love. JP Morgan's, yeah, JP Morgan's Lake says we are seeing zero demand for deposit tokens.
India hits pause on Starlink approvals over national security concerns.
Yeah, and U.S. economy is on the precipice of a recession, says Moody's top economist. The Nasdaq. Oil's breaking down and the Nasdaq's ripping up here. Yeah, there's a lot of good Bruce Lee quotes that you can correlate to trading. My favorite one is it's better. I don't fear the man that has practiced 1,000 different types of kicks. I fear the man that's practiced one type of kick 1,000 times. Great trading quote too. In the end, just get good at one strategy.
Yeah, like Joe Rogan with his spinning back kick.
Yeah.
Going to be a trader, you have to learn to lose well. No, I mean, like, I get angry. I don't stay angry. You know what I mean? Like, it's normal to get irritated or mad about things, but it's not normal to stay that way. I let it go pretty quick.
All right, Nasdaq up to 770s here. A lot of bulls stepping in ahead of CPI data tomorrow. I'm honestly kind of tempted to short, but it depends on how much chips run. $775. All right, I'm gonna be greedy here. I'm not gonna take big size though.
Winning, that's my strategy. I mean, that's a great strategy. I hope to emulate that strategy one day.
Today, my strategy is the other side of it though, losing.
What?
I said today my strategy is losing.
Right. What are you trading?
The Nasdaq.
Okay.
This is very risky though. I shouldn't be doing this. I waited until we broke past the high volume node and then I'm going short, which is probably a bad move, but maybe it'll work out for me.
We'll see. I think I'm just going to be a little risk averse for the rest of the day. I ruined myself pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm going to take some of this off. I just don't like it. We're down a little bit on the day, but see if we reject here. There we go. I'm going to reduce my size so I don't lose too much. And then we'll hold the rest a little bit looser. More loose.
You can do it, John. Don't worry about the losses. You know, in the words of a very wise man, it's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
Yeah, but sometimes you got to get hit and stop, though, in trading.
I know. I was just looking for a chance to quote Rocky. Come on.
Yeah, I should have taken that trade. I don't know if that was a revenge trade or what, but the Nasdaq is ripping up here. AVGO moving up, MU moving up. My fault completely. Dumb trade.
Let's see. Hold on.
Yeah, a lot of this is due to memory here. Look at SanDisk. SanDisk is just flying higher here.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I mean, oil's dropped some. It's down around 88 even, but
yeah. But chips are moving heavy here.
Jeez.
Yeah. Flying up. Yeah, they moved a lot.
Forgive me if I'm using the wrong term, but do you think it's a potential bull trap?
I don't know, man. It's still kind of early. I think we gotta wait some time and figure it out, but it's still a little early, I think.
Okay.
I think we could reverse. I think we're up a lot, though. Alright, I jumped in one more here. We're going to hold the rest break even, though. We got a little bit of green. But I'm going to hold it break even. I'd love for us to break down here, but if we push up over this high, we still made money, but... Maybe I'll pivot to gold trading, too. I haven't... there's MU and Sandus starting to dip down. Some oil just... Whoa, hold on. Did oil have some news? Hold on. I'm going to get out of this trade immediately.
A lot.
Well, oil fell a lot. I mean... Look at oil. Oil under $88.
Wow. Yeah. Dropped about 60 cents real quick.
Is this a trap, guys? This is a trap. Yeah, I'm looking at news right now.
Yeah, me too. U.S. stock to extend gains.
No, I don't see any news.
No, me either. Maybe there's a tweet.
Nasdaq is just flying higher here, though. Wow.
And no tweets.
Yeah, let me look at gold here.
Holds up.
Okay, so that means yields are down, probably from lower oil prices. Most likely, at least.
Yeah.
That's a big move here, though. Yeah, look at gold.
Yeah, just kind of across the board in different
I
ways.
don't see any news here either. Okay, wait. Maybe this is the news, sorry. A White House official told Al Arabia TV that talks on an agreement to prevent Iran from acquiring a nuclear stuff are achieving positive results.
Yeah, we definitely. I mean, most likely do it.
Yeah, a Lebanese Speaker of Parliament informed the U.S. ambassador that readiness for a comprehensive ceasefire, according to Al Arabia. Also, some news that just happened here. But look at this turnaround here at the top for gold. Is Nasdaq doing a similar thing? Not really, but look at gold.
Let's see.
Gold coming all the way back down. Almost want to buy gold here.
Nasdaq has paused. I mean, we're getting a kind of a small red candle, but that might just be like a profit grab, maybe.
Yeah, we just jumped in gold here, but very small, very small. We're down on the day, but not by a crazy amount. And I'm going to take one micro and see if we hold here. We really start to break down into the high volume node, though. I'm going to get out, but...
You got smoke checking? Sorry, man. Happened to me, too. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
What a trappy day, though. Look at gold. Gold fell all the way back down here. There we go. And then immediately retraced and came back higher. I bought the dip, but I don't... It's very small. Okay, that's better. Let's see if we pop higher here for gold. What's the Nasdaq doing, guys? Oh, shoot. Hold on. AVGO just dumped all the way back down, too, man. This is a whippy price action day here.
Staying out of it.
It might be a good move. The range is big, dude, on the day. Like, we have gone up big and then down big and then up big and then down big. The range thesis was right. But the volatility, dude, is... It's hard to trade. Very back and forth day here. Reaching an agreement to end the war between U.S. and Iran within the next few days is unlikely due to the ongoing complex situation, mainly Israel's nonstop ceasefire violations, according to Pakistani government. Now, usually I do a good job of trading with the trend, but today I'm trying to attack a range because it's the day before CPI is what I'm doing. So that's what I've been focusing on a lot, but today's different though. It's harder. Yeah, so now Pakistan says reaching an agreement. Britt, you there? I think Britt just lost power. He said. I don't know if that's a good or bad sign for the market. Yeah, Britt just hung up, lost power. Yeah, Britt apparently lost power, guys. Weird. Market's kind of at a breaking point here. Here's the Nasdaq. Powerless Brit. Yeah, if there's a day to trade smallest today. Look at Nasdaq coming right back down here. Big range, but sideways day, all things considered, I think. Trade small. Did he throw his controller? I don't know, man. Yeah, it's a weird market, guys. Chips have gone up big, down big. AVGO went up to 408s, down to 400s. There's kind of whippy back and forth price action today. Just be careful, guys. We do have existing home sales coming out soon. But we are down on the day, too. QE still a thing. I think they ended subsidizing the markets a few years ago. Well, the last time we really could argue we needed it was back then. Now we don't need it. I don't think the economy's just not in a weak enough spot to need QE. See if we keep falling now. We've had some big swings, though. Look at gold. Yeah, these swings have not been small. Big swings. Up and down. Yeah, look at gold. Still just went red on the day here. See if it holds down there. I think the only thing that kind of makes sense is attack chop, like big range chop, but memory plays have turned all the way back down though. So like AVGO gave all the gains back it made. MU is retesting the lows of the open now. Still breaking. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. Like, look, here's gold. It looks like a short, but look at that upside down V. Here's the Nasdaq. Huge bear trap this morning. Nasdaq's still falling here. It could be Pakistani government sources saying that reaching an agreement to end the war within the next few days is unlikely due to ongoing complex situation. turning markets the other way. That could be this. SanDisk is doing all right. It's trying to hold. Again, guys, if you haven't already, check out Lucid. Lucid has great direct-to-funded accounts, right? If you haven't used your 50% off, you can use it twice if you haven't. And they fit the best with my style of trading here. They give you a demo, they test your skill, you pass the test, they fund you. They've paid out over 150 million to traders, 250,000 traders use it. End of day drawdowns and everything, which is incredibly useful. 10-to-1 micro scaling, 90-10 profit split and more. If you haven't used your 50% off, I would use it with direct to funded personally, because 150K direct to funded, $420 if you use my coupon code BGT and you haven't used it twice already. Even like if you Lucid Flex is also a really good option if you want an eval. The reason Lucid Flex is good is because no consistency rule in funded. You just need 5 days of $150 or more. And so reasonable here. That's a reasonable thing. That's why people like Flex so much, because that enables you to build up a lot of profit once you're funded and take bigger payouts. And they process my payout within minutes, or within 1 minute actually. So check out Lucid. Great way to help support the channel here. We appreciate it. It's a scary day though today, guys. Scary day. Bear or bull right here, guys. I don't even know what to do. I don't know if this is bull or bearish. Hello, is this Pizza Hut?
Huh?
Yes, I would like to order 12-piece barbecue wings, cheese pizza, and the cinnamon rolls, please.
Oh yeah. All I heard was cheese pizza and cinnamon rolls, but okay.
This Pizza Hut, right?
Yeah, it's totally Pizza Hut. Yeah, sorry, I lost power.
No, I know, I heard you. Nasdaq coming down here. Nasdaq coming down. John, a beacon of health. John, a very scary day. I don't know which way we're going. At this point, it looks down, but I almost want to buy this. Although, look at this drop here. Look at the Nasdaq dip. I'm definitely not gonna buy it. Don't worry. I've done that enough today where I've lost. What a scary day here.
No, I wasn't in a trade. Thank goodness.
Yeah, that's a good news. That's always good. Yeah.
Unless you come back and you're like up a bunch.
That never happens, bro. It's always the other way, dude.
Oh, it would definitely never happen for me.
I don't know. What am I best? Or sorry, go ahead, bro. My bad.
Oh, I was just saying I have terrible luck. That's all.
One of my best trades that I ever did was I was shorting Uber. This was years and years ago, before Uber was big, and like California sued Uber or something like that, and it dumped, and I made a bunch of money from it. I was the one that luckiest trades ever. Zero skill involved, you know.
Yeah, and don't worry, John didn't make me hungry. You guys.
Oh, dude,
intermittent fasting does that.
I'm sorry. Existing home sales did just drop. They showed up at 4.17 million, higher than expected. Higher than expected for existing home sales. 3.2% versus 0.7%, which was revised up from last time as well. So higher existing home sales than expected. This might be making markets jump a little bit. Higher than expected existing home sales just came out. So we did have higher than expected existing home sales.
All right.
The one time I'm like, I'm not going to buy this, it rips up after I say that.
Just to bring it back around, I said we celebrate with Waffle House.
I like Waffle House, dude.
I love it. And
I'm a fan.
Violet, I know you don't have any Waffle Houses in Australia, but I feel like it would be uber successful in certain parts of Australia, just like in the United States. The more blue collar parts, I think people would love it.
Yeah. Waffle House is good.
Heck yeah.
All right. We're back up to the 200 exponential here. And now we're pushing back up.
What trade did I miss while I was out, John? How'd you do?
I don't know. You probably lost me losing some money, realistically. You probably, you know.
Yeah. We shouldn't admit that to me.
Well, it's true. It's true. I got to be honest here. I got a haircut, now I'm losing money. Is it a coincidence? Is it like Samson, but with hair?
I was gonna say that.
I swear, dude. I get more freaking, what's the word? What's the word, Britt? I'm thinking of.
Comments? I don't know.
No,
Compliments?
No. Superstitious.
What?
I get more superstitious as time goes on.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I've noticed that about you, John. You're a pretty superstitious cat.
Yeah, that's true. Too short?
To use a word from way back in the gap.
Yeah. Mine was gold. I thought I was out of a trade, and hours later I saw I had made $400. You see no change in my hair, bro? My hair is now shorter.
Still looks the same, but it is definitely shorter. Like,
Yeah.
same overall coif or whatever.
It's curls, bro. I got curly hair. You know.
I know, me too. You just can't see it when my hair's short.
I believe it's the root cause of my losses today, is this haircut that I got.
It is. You lost all your trading strength.
I know, dude.
Incidentally, was the person who cut your hair named Delilah?
No. I don't know, actually. I can't remember.
You do remember that was the female antagonist in the Samson story, right? Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Just making sure. I mean, I know you're a pretty knowledgeable guy, but...
Other sources of income is nice. Yeah, I mean, look, you got to have Nasdaq coming back down. It's always good to be able to walk away. If you need to make money, a lot of the time you won't. Is the thing. That's why people always ask, should I quit my job to become a trader? No, you should not. Not unless you got another source of income. All right, guys, we're hanging out.
Should I quit my trading to get a job?
Brother, it's just CPI day tomorrow. You understand there's not much you can do today. Yeah, you're probably right. Big range, choppy sideways. I should have gone with my plan earlier, which I kind of did. Like, I was trying to short tops and buy bottoms today, which was my plan earlier. But the range that we had, like, we pushed up, broke highs, and then immediately, like, retraced the entire thing and came back down. And so, I think my plan kind of followed through, but the range, I was not expecting the range to be like this. Like, I didn't expect us to trend easily in one direction today, but I didn't expect us to push up this much, this quickly as well. So, and it's mostly Broadcom's fault. You know, it's definitely not my fault I lost money. It's mostly Broadcom.
Yeah.
AVGO went all the way up to 410s and then came all the way back down to under 400s. NVIDIA has also been pretty crazy too. Went up to 211s, back down under 209s now. So, yeah.
I just like the typo here. Samsung lose power when getting haircuts.
Brent did lose power. Maybe it's correlated. I don't know.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
John's haircut made me lose power.
Yeah, that's right. I shorted the top. I should have shorted the top. Expect the unexpected. Yeah. John convinced me to resign and watch his trading. To resign. Sorry, resign. I make polymarket bets on his trades.
My car's getting repoed.
I don't know whose fault it is, but it's definitely not my fault here, bro. It's definitely not my fault.
That'd be a terrible feeling to look outside and see your car getting hooked up.
Yeah. The big part of the stream today, don't get a haircut. Don't get a haircut. Don't do it. You know. Nasdaq.
Go ahead.
I'm tempted to short here. But if I do, it's going to be like one contract that I will add to. I don't trust it that much. All right, I'm going to short it. I'm going to trade with the trend that we have here and then add to it if it goes in my favor here. And if it doesn't, not take any and try to have very small risks now. Can y'all not see this? Hold on. How many trade evades do I have up? Okay, I see it. We have one contract here, just one. I'll only add to this if it breaks down some more. I need more than this. All right, we're still flushing down here. AVGO just hit lows of the day. Look, I'm going to be a wimp and sell here, guys. I'm sorry. I think I have to kind of trade wimpy right now in small gains. Yeah, swings on the Nasdaq are kind of crazy. Wright said traffic through the strait is meaningful. Yeah. That's good. But I don't know if geopolitics is moving markets anymore like that. I think this is mostly chip related news. Like, look, here's AVGO. AVGO is about to go red on the day after pushing up some. It also had terrible earnings a few days ago. So, bull trap day. Yeah, it's definitely been a bull trap day. It's also been a bear trap day. You know, if you look at this here, right? Like, we pushed down on the Nasdaq, looked really weak, and then immediately retraced, went all the way back up to highs of the day plus a lot, and then went to highs of the day all the way back down here. So it's kind of it's a trap on both sides so far, but now it looks red. Who knows how it'll stick though. We're kind of just sideways now too. All right, there's the breakdown. Maybe I could have held, but VWAP's right here at 610s. I'm going to ask this question. Are y'all red or green on the day so far? Red or green?
I'll never tell.
There's some bear action. You're definitely red with me, Britt.
I'll never tell, except for earlier when I told. Yeah, I'm uber red on the day.
Yeah.
For me.
Green, very red, green, green, red. If I don't see a lot of red in chat, y'all are lying. Okay, here's the VWAP. We're at 610s. Everybody's green except for us, Britt, apparently. Scalping MU, dark red. Thank you, Ace.
Well, y'all are just better than us, I guess.
Keo says I'm red. Yeah, listen, I'm red too. Y'all's job is to make me feel better here. Red, green. It's actually kind of mixed. The Nasdaq is now flushing down here. Look at the Nasdaq dip. We're at 590s here. 590s.
Also, to be clear, we're not talking about the color of the stoplight you're sitting at.
That's right. Truckers unite, Britt says. MU still flushing down here. Look at this 960 level just cracked on MU. So MU's actually breaking down. Driving everything else down with us. Speaking of red, look at this.
Super green, actually, but I'm going to lose bigly in an uber dumb SoFi call.
You got to be confident, Callie. Bitcoin is done. Where's Bitcoin? Yeah, Bitcoin down to 62,000s here. I think Bitcoin fears inflation just like it should, and inflation data comes out tomorrow. Markets might be pricing in higher inflation prints, and at the very least, the 4 point whatever print, even if it's as expected, is still probably going to scare people, right? Yeah. So I think that's what this is.
Also, I like when anybody uses the word bigly. It's just funny.
I was down 1.8K from last Friday. Wow. Yeah, it's not the worst it could be. No giveaway today, not like I win. Not today, tomorrow for CPI. We'll give away 2 for tomorrow's CPI. All right, AVGO at 395s here. So AVGO's red, MU's breaking down, Bitcoin's breaking down. So this is effectively the low of the day that we're at now. We didn't stop at all at the VWAP either, though, which kind of shows. Crypto was cooked. DraftKings reiterated. I haven't heard about DraftKings stock in a long time. It's back up to 27. They had news reiterated overweight at Morgan Stanley. Any other news?
Did NVIDIA turn down?
Yeah, NVIDIA's been weak most of the day. Yeah, it's at 207s now, deeply red on the day. Not deeply red, but red. Energy Secretary Wright says it will be many months to return to normal energy flows. China has released oil from its reserve. Traffic in the Strait of Hormuz is very meaningful. demand destruction has occurred in other countries. I don't know if this is really moving anything though. Markets might be getting priced into scary CPI print. Look at this drop here. Nvidia all the way down to 206s. Yeah, SpaceX IPO Friday too. Taking half of MU short. Look at this red, guys. Wow, dude. This is kind of scary. AVGO red, Nvidia red, MU red. SanDisk is the only one that's doing okay. It's up to 1760s today. It's green. Everything else is red and memory. Higher or lower CPI tomorrow versus 4.2% expected year over year. Higher or lower? It's expected at 4.2% year over year. Going from green to red. Yeah. I have like green to red setups lately. We're down a lot. It might be time for a bounce, but... Alright, so we are down to 480s. I'm tempted to buy, but I don't like it. Higher, lower, higher, higher. I want more red, rivers of red. Stop buying before 10:30. 9:30 flush. Labor isn't looking good. If CPI starts going up, things are lining up for a big fall. Yeah, that might be true. I think markets are pricing that in right now. If we take a look at yields right now, like a 2-year treasury yield or something like that. Yields are... They've been falling most of the morning, but... that probably correlates with oil's drop that we've seen today. We're now under $500 here, 29.5s. Look at this drop here, man. Wow. Still falling here. I'm tempted to buy it, but I'm not going to. A little bit too scary looking. Turning red on the day. Yeah, we're red at everything except for SanDisk. Nvidia, AVGO, MU, Apple, AMD. Amazon's green. Google's actually green too, but they're starting to turn down too. Yeah, it's kind of not a good look here, man. Look at these drops coming in. A lot of this is
a good day.
Yeah, dude, we just keep dropping right now, guys. Look at this. Whoa, look at this.
Volatile morning. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is, man. I almost want to buy this now, though. All right, we're going to do it. I'm going to add down to 400s. We can take the risk.
I can't.
It's small. It's small. Like, we could play with it, but I just want to see if we bounce at 400s. This is Nvidia kind of crashing back down. All right, I'm going to get out half of this. Flat. Just to protect. We got a little bounce here, though. That way our risk is less. So we actually got out a little green on that trade. There we go. Looking for like a dead cat here. Very small, but add to this drop. There we go. I'm gonna start unloading here. Yep. I'm gonna get out right there. All right, we're out. We made money on it, but I don't really feel good about that trade either, to be honest. Like, I think it may be too much risk. Yeah, it's not a small drop. AVGO is really breaking down. It's at 390s. Nvidia's at 206s. Google's at 360s. Apple's very red on the day. It's at 292s. MU is at 950s here. Broke all the way down from almost 1,000 in pre-market. So yeah, we don't really have any news that's driving this. It's mostly tech retracing here. Oil is not really like following us up super high. Oil's actually red on the day with everything else, right? So this is not geopolitics related as a drop. This is memory mostly, except for SanDisk. This is also Apple breaking down. This is Nvidia breaking down. This is Broadcom breaking down. All right, so this is not geopolitics related, guys. This is chips. This is memory. Yeah, Bitcoin now under 62,000 here. As well, look at Bitcoin. Here's a 1 minute chart for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's broken down under 62K. So this is scary. And this is ahead of CPI. If CPI comes in hot tomorrow, oof, be careful. Be careful. Also, don't forget to give me a follow at x.com or Discord. Every day we post a morning market brief on Discord and x.com. So you can kind of see we posted it in Discord this morning. We also posted on x.com at Beginner Trades. It gives you a kind of a breakdown of everything here. Like, look, oil, everything. Trade setups for the day, gaps. You know, where Nvidia, news, geopolitics, where things are at. Just check it out. Great way to help support the channel. Here's our x.com. Yeah, there's our X handle right there, guys. Check it out. Yeah, I saw that Crisco. I don't think that's what this is, though, because oil's not really, like, spiking up in any significant way. So if that news wasn't the news that was dropping markets, Crisco, oil would be spiking up simultaneously, and it's not. And so that's not what it is. This is mostly AVGO coming back down. Nvidia breaking down to 206s. MU breaking down. Apple breaking down is what mostly this is. Yeah, CPI, Oracle, EIA. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. I don't know what to do here, though. Buy or sell here, guys. What do you think? Also, Tradeify apparently has a flash sale 40% going on right now for Tradeify. You can use coupon code BGT, like you see at the bottom, get the max discount. We appreciate it. We try to cover breaking news so everybody understands what's going on in markets. If you appreciate it, use our code BGT on Apex, Tradeify, Lucid. Take Profit Trader's really good as well. V coming?
Anyway, if you appreciate the effort, reciprocate. You know?
Yeah.
Show some love.
That's right. We actually have been growing a lot on our X page, too. I appreciate it, guys.
Oh, awesome. I'm glad. Thank you, guys. You know,
yeah.
Very grateful.
Yeah.
That being said, the rest of you follow.
Yeah, I think CPI is really, really, really interesting tomorrow just because of what we've seen in markets. Buy or sell, I really have no idea what to do today. It looks red, but it also is pretty down. And so at a certain point, I started considering buying when it breaks down this much, but because it very rarely continues down immediately. Sometimes it'll bounce and then come back down, but hey, thank you, Franz. Appreciate the sub. Thank you, Franz. No, you can't hedge both ways, Altuve. Not in most of them. I don't know about CPI. Like I said, I'm gonna go with. I don't know. Tune in tomorrow to see about CPI. I guess. I really don't know though. I'm gonna go with tune in tomorrow, guys.
I think it's the best thing to go with.
Yeah, for sure. Tune in tomorrow sounds reasonable, I think.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know what's going on to Nike, but I bought it yesterday, if you guys remember. So I love to see it. I don't know what it is. It could just be rotation, but I love to see it. I love to see it for Nike. I bought it yesterday. I mean, yesterday or the day before. And yeah,
and,
we're doing much better.
Tune in tomorrow to maybe find out.
Yeah, Home Depot's doing well as well. So this could just be a rotation out of tech, is what it seems like to me. Home Depot's doing good. Nike's doing good. The Dow's probably doing good. Where's the Dow? Yeah, Dow's popping back up. Still green on the day. So it could be a rotation out of tech, is what it seems to me. You're not allowed to hold both directions at the same time, Altuve. Like if you're talking about like a straddle.
Like hedging your trade. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're talking about like a straddle, you can't do that on futures. Not in most prop firms. You can do it in futures, just not on most prop firms. Do we bounce back today, guys? What do you think? What are you buying today? I don't know if I'm buying anything. Yeah, I don't know if I'm buying anything right now. It's too crazy in price action. I mean, we're starting to trend to the downside here. And now we're starting to rebound up. So it looks like we could be forming a downward trend if we reject back down, obviously, and continue. It confirms it, but I think it's been hard to trade today, to be honest. It looks bearish here on this bounce. Like, it looks like this is a dead cat bounce like I was looking for earlier. But I don't necessarily trust any of it. I think we're moving a lot. We're going much higher. Yeah, the Nasdaq turned red for a little while. It's back green on the day, technically. $10 a.m. reversal. Well, 10 a.m. already happened, bro. It's 30 minutes ago. Yeah, if you want to hedge. Was there Nike news? I don't know. I'm in Nike. Yeah, so I'm seeing a market update that gradual pressure seen in U.S. equity futures, a move which seemingly lacks a fresh catalyst. Bitcoin is recovering a little bit, but it's still under 62s. Yeah, it's an interesting day heading into CPI. For sure. Friday recovery was too quick to be true. Yeah, it looks like a bearish trend, but I'm seeing if the Nasdaq's previous closing price is going to prop it up at 29,435. So it's right here is the red, like right here is the red to green level. Right here. This is where it goes from red to green, green to red. So I want to see if this props it up right here. We'll see. Market's overreacting. Love you from India. Hey, thank you, brother. Love you guys too, kind of. Like I said, I love you guys like a cat that shows up at my house and won't leave. Again, we don't let it inside, but we might give it some food, you know. Cheers to you guys. Appreciate the love. Thanks so much. Bear's a symbol. Oil's still down. Yeah, oil's not reacting. That's why I don't think it's geopolitics. Alley Cat Lurkers Unite. Hey, listen. Lurkers. I know you guys are here. Dutch Bros is up. Yeah, I think it's a rotation. Is what I'm seeing. Nike's up. The Dow is still pretty green. The Walmart's still red though. All right, Nasdaq coming back down here. Nasdaq technically red on the day now. Now it's back green. Hey, later, Tiny. Have a good day.
Later, Tiny.
Yeah, hit the like button, guys. How many likes do we have?
We are at...
I see 340.
Yeah, 341 on mine. But if you haven't hit it, hit it.
Yeah, listen, guys. Hold on.
All right.
Listen, guys. I don't ask for much here. I don't ask for much. All right? In the arms of the angels. Hit the like button.
Idiot.
Do it now. Just do it one time. It's all we need to keep going, guys. It's just to hit that like button.
Do you have that music playing?
yeah, dude. All right. I think that was good enough. In the arms of the angels, guys. Hit the like button.
So ridiculous.
Should I keep it going? No, I gotta change this. It's a little bit too much.
Next time it's gonna be my heart will go on, yeah.
I don't want to get sad while I'm trading here. Hey, thank you so much, Mr. Ostrich. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. It looks like we're continuing in a downward trend. Dude, I'm killing it today. I'm nicely green. Hey, congrats, Zero Cool. Good job, brother.
You're the man.
Hey, what's up, Watermelon? Hey, good to see you, my friend. SpaceX's Starlink regulatory approval has reportedly stalled in India due to the conflict, according to the information. Six green trades. They're slowing down here in the good old US.
I have noticed gas prices coming down a little bit here. Like,
yeah.
Not on ethanol, and it's down like 40 cents a gallon.
Look, we're starting to pop up a little bit here. What's the oil doing right now? Yeah, one like a day could save traders with your donation.
And I've heard a like a day keeps the doctor away. I don't know. You know, maybe that's apples. But either way.
It's definitely likes.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, we're at 450s right now. We need 6 likes to break 400. The sad song worked. You know. Oil exports from Hormuz and the Persian Gulf set to rise, according to Energy Secretary Wright. Yeah, we're kind of consolidating here at the bottom.
Look, if you guys get us to 400 likes, then we'll have 400 likes. So do it.
We hit it already, bro. We did it.
Oh, well, it didn't show up on mine.
Is this a bear trap? I don't know. I think it's a bear and bull trap right now, to be honest. It looks bearish. I don't trust it enough. I'm looking at 29,300s here. This is the bottom of the last couple days, 29,300s. So it's also the bottom of this volume profile. So I'm looking at this level right here. But I don't really trust the market today. What's the news while we're dropping? There's not really any catalyst. It's mostly chips and largely driven by Nvidia. Broadcom's also breaking down. MU's breaking down. Apple is breaking down. SanDisk is actually still green, but it's starting to fade back down too some. So AMD's down. Like, this is mostly tech. I see some rotation going on into other stuff too. Like somebody said McDonald's is up. Nike's up big. And so this looks like rotation to me outside of tech. Fears of overvaluations. We got news earlier that the Warren Buffett indicator was at like 240% or something crazy like that, which was like a record, as high as it's ever been. So people are worried about, that means overvaluations is what people are worried about. And I think we're seeing some sell-offs in tech because of that. We'll see where it stops today, but we do have CPI numbers tomorrow. We do have CPI tomorrow. We'll see what it looks like. Yeah, Apple's event definitely scared markets here. You can look at Apple. They're disappointed Apple didn't get more deeply involved with AI. A lot of people thought that the event would show Apple. You can see Apple falling down right here. A lot of people thought the event would show Apple getting more deeply involved in AI, and unfortunately, they're just not. At a disappointing level for investors. And you can see, so Apple coming down here. That's what a lot of this is from too, is just Apple breaking down. But AVGO is going down, Nvidia is going down as well, and we see some other stocks in different sectors going up, like McDonald's, Nike, the Dow. And so it looks like a rotation out of tech to me personally. Silver dropping.
Is it? How much?
Yeah, silver is down to 66 and out. So is gold. Gold's crashing down. Bitcoin's crashing down too.
No.
Are we getting news? Look, yeah, look at gold right here, guys. Gold's breaking down, but look at silver. Silver's worse.
Sucks. I have half an ounce of silver.
I know, dude. You got to file for bankruptcy.
I know.
Hey, what's up, Apex?
Because I actually do want to buy gold.
Welcome back, Apex. Probably, yeah. We're probably going to live stream the SpaceX IPO. Well, it depends on which silver we're looking at. SI futures are at 66 an ounce. SIL futures are, yeah, roughly the same thing. So you might be talking about spot cane, but silver's dropping for sure. $29,400s here.
It's an attack. Prelude to a stronger blow.
All right, Nasdaq's jumping up a little bit. It looks like we formed somewhat of a bottom here. Let's see if it holds. Nvidia at 207s. Yeah. It's red on the day, though. It was green. I guess I'm going to get out of here, guys. Again, if you haven't already, check out Lucid. Lucid's a great way to learn how to day trade. End of day drawdowns and everything. If you want cheap accounts, check out Apex. You can get a 5-pack bundle right now for like $75 for an Apex bundle right now. So if you want a cheap funded account program to learn on, I think this is the best option. $85 for 5 accounts, $17 each. Gives you 1,500 profit target, $1,000 drawdown, 4 minis or 40 micros. If you want end of day trail, you can get the same thing for 35 each, 175. So very cheap. This sale ends, I believe, tomorrow at midnight. So
Can't beat it, guys. Take advantage.
yeah, check it out. I'm gonna get out of here though, guys. Love to everybody here. Y'all be safe in the market. We'll see what happens tomorrow, guys. 8:30. Be here for CPI day. 8:30. CPI day. Be ready here. All right, we're gonna cover it live at 8:30. We'll have thousands and thousands of people here live. 8:30 tomorrow. All right, guys, be ready. There's the Apex link if you want to check it out. I appreciate all the love today, guys. I'm down on the day though. Again, I'll see you guys tomorrow. 8:30. PPI on Wednesday. CPI is very, very, very important in the context of the current market right now. Job data was hotter than expected all last week. Nasdaq went down. It's still fearful. High yields. Gold dumping, silver dumping. CPI is incredibly important tomorrow. Bitcoin is going to be really interested in tomorrow's CPI print as well. Higher CPI is bad, obviously, for Bitcoin. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all be good. Have a great day. Not investment advice.
Be square, everybody.
Later, chat.
Have a good one.